everybody, and welcome to the S&M Show, the Sam and Ming Show on the Smodco Internet Radio Network, broadcasting live from the home of the comic book men, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen. We're back. Sitting across from me, the lovely, the talented, all class, all sass, all ass, Samantha Q, everybody. Samantha Quintus.
Hello.
Is back. I got nothing.
You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah, I've been in New Jersey this whole time.
Right.
Wasting away with no podcast to record.
Wasting away. We didn't miss an episode. We recorded.
It's true.
We had a damn good episode.
Yeah, it's
about,
true.
You know, somebody was like, man, Ming's talking about his junk and his ass.
Yeah.
Talking about my ass and my junk.
I feel like viewership is definitely going to keep going down if we keep talking about your penis.
Let's talk about your junk in your ass then.
Let's talk about my junk.
We'll go.
I ain't got no junk.
It should go up.
I ain't got no junk.
You burst in here about 15 minutes ago. You came in, you were half dead. You're like,
I was like
water.
glistening with sweat.
Yes. Yeah, it was kind of
I've been running, so.
Yeah, you're water, sugar, water from like Men in Black. You're like Vincent D'Onofrio and Men in Black.
He asked for sugar water.
Yes. Who was that girl? She was the girl from Seinfeld, the crazy redhead.
Was she? I never watched Seinfeld.
Oh,
I was like a Friends fan.
Oh God.
Obviously, I was a Friends fan.
God.
I think we all know why I was a Friends fan.
Yeah, you came bursting and you're running around in your short shorts.
I know
Daisy
they're not
Dukes.
that short.
They're pretty short.
They're not that short.
They're pretty short. They would get you kicked out of middle school.
Yeah, well, good thing I don't go to middle school.
Are they fingertip length?
No, they're not fingertip.
Okay,
length.
well then.
Who runs in fingertip length shorts?
I don't know. Nobody.
People play basketball in fingertip length shorts. Like you pull down to their kneecaps.
You look like John Stockton. You looked at John Stockton from,
Yes.
You're about to pass the rock to Karl Malone. So you can, bam, 2 points.
It's hot out there.
You look like John Stockton.
It's hot.
You look like Larry Bird.
It's hot when you're not running in shade.
Yeah. Were you running? Where were you running? You were running by the beach.
I was running by the beach where there was no trees.
Yeah.
And it's
I thought you were
hot.
I thought you were gonna die. You came in here.
Yeah. Well, I text you halfway from my run. I'm like, just to have ice water ready. I'm still running when I text
and texting me.
Yes.
That's cool. I've Instagrammed and ran races.
I know
at the same time.
you took a picture of me while we were running a race once.
I did. I was like, smile. You were like, ah.
Yeah. I was like, what? Is this happening?
I find time to do that.
It's true.
That's cool, right?
It's true.
That's cool. But I'm back from Houston. I come bearing gifts.
You do come bearing gifts.
I come bearing gifts.
You do.
And I'm gonna give. Why not? I'm gonna give them to you right now.
Okay.
I went to Comic Palooza in Houston, Texas. Damn good con. Hell of a good con. The only way they could do it in Texas is awesome, and they did. I had no idea what to expect.
Go big or go home.
Right.
Yeah.
I had no idea what to expect. I was a block away from Minute Maid Park,
Okay.
baseball stadium, at the George R. Brown Convention Center.
Okay.
What I loved about this con, it took over the whole convention center. Like, it was 3 floors, all
Now,
3 floors.
were you the king of this con as well?
Well, no.
Okay. Were you the only Asian person in Texas?
I was not.
Oh, that's shocking.
The king of the con, I would go to Mr. Stanley.
Oh, well, obviously.
Yeah. Stanley, creator of many of your beloved favorite comic book characters.
If you don't know who Stanley is, then stop listening.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, if you don't know who Stanley is, get the hell out of here.
Get out. You don't deserve to be listening to this or any show on this network. Next in line, as far as, oh man, they had a lot of great guests there. They had 4 of the doctors. I think 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, maybe.
Yeah, the ones that aren't really relevant.
Well, come on. There's no like.
Who'd you say? 5, 6, 7, and 8?
I believe so.
Yeah,
or
like,
4, 6, 7, and 8.
Was Tom Barker there?
No.
Then 5, 6, 7, and 8.
All right, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't watch the old school.
Yeah, well, if you had like 10 and 11, then I would have been really pissed. I would have been like really pissed. I mean, I was pissed at you for other reasons that we'll get to.
Right.
But had you met like David Tennant and Matt Smith, that like would have been it. Like
I did not. I met John Barrowman.
You did meet John Barrowman.
Jack.
You didn't text me about that one. I just found that out on Instagram.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to rub it in.
Oh, you didn't want to rub it in?
I didn't want to rub it in.
You didn't want to rub it in.
I didn't want to rub it in. They had a lot of great guests there. Lou Ferrigno. Lou's at every con, but Lou's
haven't you met Lou Ferrigno?
I have. He was on the show.
Exactly.
He was on the show, but
You're like Lou Ferrigno. God, that's old news.
I told the story. Lou was a great guy. He showed up early to do press, as did me and Mike. They asked us if we would show up before the con to do press, be on like live morning TV. And,
that's cool.
Be interviewed by some of the papers. But we saw Lou. We were like, "Yo, Lou, what's up? What's up?" He was like, "Hey, Ming, hey, Meg, how's the show? How's everything going?" And then he goes, "How's Brian?" And I didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's like, how's Brian? And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say.
So
speechless.
Brian was not there again.
Here's the thing. This con, featured invited guests, the comic book men, which includes Ming Chen, me,
yes,
Mike Zapsik,
yes,
Brian Johnson. We all signed contracts saying we would be there. We all agreed to, they agreed in the contract. It stipulates they would fly us out, provide us a booth, give us a very nice per diem. You're familiar with the per diem where, you could eat every day.
Yeah.
And, basically kind of, take care of us in exchange for us showing up.
Yeah.
And being guests at their con. Everybody wins, right? You kind of have to show up though. And he did not.
Now, okay, before we get into Brian, were they like pissed?
No, actually they weren't. I got to be honest.
Okay.
He got sick. He got sick. I guess it was pretty bad because
Is he still alive?
He's sick. My best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend heard from this guy who knows this kid is going with the girl who saw Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night. I guess it's pretty serious.
I guess it was pretty serious.
Serious.
He, me and Mike and I both took 6:15 a.m. flights out from Newark, so that means we had to get up ass early.
Yeah.
He picked me up at 3:45. We took 6:15 flight out. We get there. For some inexplicable reason, he wanted to leave from JFK.
Yeah.
Which is like an extra hour of travel time from his house. And he can barely make it to the airport closest to him in the first place. So I'm a little worried. I get a text later on the day saying, "Hey, I missed my 8:20 flight."
I remember you telling me this part of the story.
Did I tell you the story?
Yeah, because we had a big joke because he didn't come to the last one. So,
he missed the con that we were contracted to be at the week before.
Yes.
Personal medical reasons, not him, but somebody else in his family. So okay. This one, I was like, the other one, okay, he didn't make it. This one.
The other one, he probably looked at the situation, said they already love Ming down there in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I don't need to be there.
That's a lost fucking cause for me to go.
Yeah, the Ming dynasty has taken over.
He's already king down there. I'm washing my hands of this.
I don't want none of that.
Exactly.
I don't want none of that. Exactly. So I ain't even gonna go.
Yeah.
I ain't even go.
Yeah.
Why bother?
Yeah.
Clearly,
Myrtle Beach has been lost to Ming.
Myrtle Beach hearts Ming.
Yeah,
that's
it. That's
over.
The way it's going to be.
I ain't going to bother.
You lose the battle, but try and win the war.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Although I've been plenty of places where he was kind of hailed as king, and it didn't bother me. I was like, all right, you get your moment.
Well, we know that in 2019, we know the future that you are going to take over.
Yeah. So I'll let him have it until then. Brian, you can have the next 5 years. It's all yours.
You can have the next 5 years. It's nice.
Judgment Day.
Exactly.
When I become aware, it's over.
Exactly.
So that's cool. Yeah. But this one, this con, I set up myself. I contacted the organizer. I told him we would all be down there. Signed the contract. So it was for him not showing up was kind of on me.
Did you yell at him?
I didn't know he was sick. What am I going to do? But was I disappointed?
Have you checked if he's alive?
He's alive. Yes.
Okay.
He is alive. He is well. I think he's better now. But he said he was really sick. He was taking antibiotics.
So now, is there like betting in Vegas as to whether or not he's making it to Niagara Falls?
I don't know if the sports book includes.
Okay, can we make a sports book?
We could, but most of the people would have their money on him not showing up. So it wouldn't even. It would be very do we do like over or under? Like, is there a point? Can you do a point spread on this?
I don't know.
You do, over. How do you bet on this? It's just him.
It's just how he wakes up in the morning. Shit, he would just see what people bet in favor of, and he would sway.
Right, and then could it be fair? He could bet on himself. Can he bet on himself? Can he be involved? I don't know.
Can he bet on himself? No, you can't bet on yourself.
He said he missed the 8:20 a.m. flight. He was going to hop on the next one. Then I get a text later on. I missed the next one. I'm going to hop on the next flight out the next day. Next day.
So he was really just fucking lying to you this whole time.
No, I don't know he was lying. He told me that he went he was there the next day, and he made it to the airport, and he was about to put his bags on the thing, and the TSA agent was like, "Dude, are you all right?" And he threw up on the that.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it sucks. So he didn't make it. He was almost there though.
Almost.
It was so close.
So close.
It was so close.
I think that we need to stage some kind of betting system for whether or not he's making it to Niagara Falls.
I don't know. I was talking to Walt, and I was like, at this point, it's basically 50-50. And Walt's like, he's not even showing up. It's more like 80-20 now.
Well, I mean, Walt is going to the one in Niagara Falls too, right? So if like Walt is going to go, then like Brian needs to go.
Why? Why does he need to go?
Because if Walt is going to be somewhere, like, come on, Walt doesn't go anywhere.
No, he doesn't.
Exactly.
He doesn't need to go, though.
See, now you're just talking him out of it. Now he's like sitting here listening, thinking, like, nah, Ming's fucking right. I could stay home, try and get laid. Try.
Yes. Did you see his tweet here? Maybe he's not joking. He's like, I hate to break it to you this way, Ming and Sam. Ming, but the Zen librarian.
I coaxed him into staying.
Yes, not saying how you did. How did you do it? You're not saying.
I'm not saying either.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. If that was it, why? That's cool. I don't.
We just wasted 5 minutes of airtime. I mean, God,
that's a story for another podcast.
I sent him like some nudie pics and just said, "Stay."
Yeah.
I said, "Stay," and you stayed. Yeah. I couldn't make a collie stay.
Right. But you can do that in Houston in the privacy of your own plush hotel room.
It's true. It's fap. Hashtag fap.
They even provided like high-end lotions and shit in our suite. It was pretty plush.
What did you use the lotions for?
I didn't use them. I'm just saying I noticed that.
You noticed?
Well, come on, I was away for a long time.
Okay.
You understand.
So what was... I'm not just breezing over that one. So what was your favorite part of the con?
My favorite part?
If you had to... One thing, your favorite part.
My favorite part?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
My favorite part is I'm sitting. They have this plush green room, and Mike rounds the corner. It's like, dude, get out here. I'm like, what's going on? I follow him out, and we see Ming Na Wen going to the bathroom.
Way to be like a fucking stalker. God, that's creepy.
We were in like a restricted area.
Did you follow her into the bathroom?
I didn't know. I did not follow her into the bathroom. We were in a restricted area for guests only, featured guests only. It's like, dude, Ming Na, she's in the bathroom. So we're
just wait for her when she comes out and ambush her.
We're basically yes.
Awesome.
Come on, you wouldn't have done it if you saw her.
So. No, not if I saw her.
Now, granted, I was already in the green room area, so I didn't stalk her. Mike followed her.
Okay, fair enough.
And then he got me, and then we both followed her. Is that
fair
enough?
Yeah, then like
is
apparently
that less creepy?
Then you followed her for the remainder of your time there, as I saw on Instagram, all 800 photos with her.
No, so she's
a beautiful woman. I'd take 800 photos with her.
She is. My whole goal at the con for this con was to get a photo with her.
And you got thousands.
Yeah, thousands. I got 2.
You were 1,000.
There were. I got 2. So she's in the bathroom. Me and Mike are waiting around nervously. we're like, what
fucking middle schoolers.
Basically, yes. We were kind of pacing around, and then she comes out. This vision.
Vision in red, I believe.
Red. Yes, she was wearing a red, orange, or an orange dress with a reddish shoe. Yeah, if you want to get specific.
Well, let's get red. Okay, we don't need to be.
Let's say red.
Fucking specific.
Melinda May Melinda May herself for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Come on. Or for me, I'm a big Joy Luck Club fan.
Okay,
I'm not.
That's fine. I wasn't so much jealous that you met her.
Right. Well, so she comes out of the bathroom, and we approach her slowly, and we're like, hey, we hate bother you.
Fucking lion stalking a gazelle.
We're both big fans. Is it cool if we get a photo with you? And she's like, yeah, sure.
Did she know who you were?
She had no idea.
Obviously.
She don't watch comic book men. She's not freaking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That'd be amazing if she was like, Ming Chen?
That would be awesome. But, I introduced me. Hey, my name is Ming as well. I say your name is Ming. My name is Ming as well.
That's never going to stop being creepy.
Yeah. It's like,
did you tell her your real name was Cliff, though?
No. I did not. What kind of a line is that? That's nothing.
Hi, my name is Ming, but my real name
is Cliff. Does that impress you? No. Okay, I'm going to turn around and walk away now. No, she could not have been nicer. She could not have been nicer. We got our photo with her. I
all 800.
Told her my mom was going to flip out. My mom is also a big Joy Luck Club fan.
Okay.
Agent centric.
Is your mom an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan?
No, she is not.
Nice.
So we get her photo, we take her picture with her, and then we're about to part ways, and in strides in one Mr. Clark Gregg, aka Agent Coulson, AC.
Fuck you.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Fuck you.
He comes in. Now Mike, I look over at Mike, and he's frozen. He looks like
you met
the king of the con.
You met Agent Coulson.
I did.
Like Agent Coulson.
No big deal.
Like, I don't fangirl out about most things.
Would you have frozen?
Yes,
Really?
I would have. Like, okay, for somebody who like.
Yes.
Agent Coulson. I mean, like, the Avengers at the end. Yes. Oh, my God. Come on.
Right. Gets killed by a Chitauri sphere.
Don't tell everybody that. That's like a spoiler.
Movie that came out freaking 2 years ago. Sorry.
Spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking... And then at the end,
he walks in totally cool, and I just met Ming, the person I wanted to meet, so I'm all full of adrenaline,
and I'm like, shit.
I'm like, screw it, I'm how you see,
just like walk up to him and give him a big bear hug.
I didn't give him a big bear hug. He's like, hey, how you doing? My name's Ming. I'm on a TV show Comicon. Can we get a photo with you? He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would have jumped into his arms.
Also, couldn't have been nicer. So, we line up for the photo, and Ming is kind of off to the side. And we're like, hey, get in the picture. Get in the picture. Come on in. We're like all old buddies. Come on in. And she comes in. We get a group shot with we got a freaking group shot with the two coolest people on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, no, bar none. Agent Ward, sure. Are you an Agent Ward fan?
I like Sky more.
As do I. Yes.
I like obviously.
And Gemma, Gemma, and do you like the nerdy dude? You a fan of the nerdy guy?
Not really. He's a little
too nerdy.
He's a little bit.
Isn't
too
he
much
up your
of a
alley?
pussy.
The skinny, like hairless dude that you're so into.
What skinny hairless dude?
Like, aren't you into skinny hairless dudes with like? Didn't you mention this last week?
Yeah, no, I like skinny, hungry looking people.
Yeah, he looks hungry.
Yeah, but he's like...
He's got an accent. You love, like, the Brits?
I like the black kid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He looks like a poor man's...
he
looks like a poor man's Anthony Mackie.
Yes, J. August Richards.
Yeah,
he was there. I didn't meet him, but he was there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Clark Gregg, like one of the best. I mean, like, I would call him an Avenger.
Sure.
As would Nick Fury, apparently.
Sure.
Like, probably my second favorite Avenger.
Who's your first?
Captain
Loki?
America.
Oh, okay. Loki's not an Avenger, but he's in the Avengers.
Yeah, no.
Captain
America.
Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, I'm going to like Captain America in like 4 or 5 movies a little bit more.
Okay. All
Spoilers.
Right. Yes. All right. Hang on.
Because everyone knows I like Winter Soldier Bucky. Where are you going? Oh, my camera went dead.
Yeah, that's because... all right. There we go.
Wow, look at that.
We need to get you on this.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's working.
It'll turn on. Don't worry, I got this.
Well, there we go.
I got it.
That's beeping. It says
there
low
we go.
battery.
There, no, I just had it. There we go. All
okay.
Right, all right, pardon the interruption. Everybody.
Yeah, pardon the interruption.
Yes.
Gadgetry.
Yes, Winter Soldier Bucky.
Yeah, Winter Soldier Bucky's like my jam.
Okay, the hair, the
guy liner,
the
robotic arm,
the mask. Yeah. So, did I send you the photo? Oh no, you saw it on Instagram, and you text me. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. You didn't even send it to me. Thanks. And you just put it up on Instagram. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, here I was.
I didn't send it to you because I didn't want to rub it in. Yes.
Why is that playing over there?
No.
You were like messing up with the gadgetry today.
Reason. Hold on. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay, there.
Yeah, you sent it, or you put it up on Instagram, and that's how I saw it. And
yes,
I was like, I can't believe he meant like, yeah. And then
Clark
I said,
Gregg, F you.
Yeah, I was like, F you.
You couldn't even be like, you couldn't even be happy.
I was very happy for you.
Right.
I was very happy on the inside and completely mad.
That was a cool text. I was having a drink with my cousin at the time, and I showed it to her. I was like, "Hey, look what my friend sent me at the text." And
she's not a nice person.
No, you know.
So okay.
Yes, we did. Me and Mike.
So you would say that meeting Ming Na.
I think that was a highlight. One of the
over Stanley.
We've met Stan. We've partied with Stan. Stan was in the house.
Okay.
Yeah. We kind of snuck in with Stan. We do a thing where they call it like a professional photo op.
Yeah.
And where you go and people line up and they come and they take a photo with you. It's very also the photo we guys are standing like looks like you guys were at Sears because they have like the Olin Mills like that weird marbled blue backdrop.
That's odd.
He starts laughing. He's like, "You guys look like you were at Sears. This is funny." I'm like, "Dude, don't laugh too much because you're gonna have to do this in 4 days." because we're gonna have to do it when we go to the Niagara Falls.
Exactly.
Professional photo op. So what happened? Me and Mike had one. One dude showed up. He was dressed like Loki too, and he looked
Wait, regular Loki or like prison Loki?
No, regular Loki.
Right, see, prison Loki's better.
Regular Loki. He looked very confused. Well, I think I kind of
clearly came for Brian.
Yes, I think he felt bad because he was. I think he kind of had this look like, "There's Ming, there's Mike. Like, where the hell is Beard Guy?"
Beard Guy.
And we were and like he had paid in advance for this photo op, like a lot of, and it wasn't cheap either. He paid a lot of money, and I don't know if he asked for a refund or anything. But we got the photo, and we were just kind of like, dude, like, I'm sorry he isn't here, but come by our booth. We'll sign it for you for free.
Yeah.
And then we'll make it. We'll come by, grab another photo. Whatever you like. We would have given him anything. I think we felt really bad, but we never saw him again though. So maybe he was like,
he probably went home and cried.
You think he asked for a refund? He's like, listen, this isn't like
yeah, probably.
The thing said
I didn't want to see the Asian.
Yeah, or the really white guy. I wanted to see
Brian.
I wanted to see the other. The
bearded man.
I want to see Beard Guy. He was the one.
The bearded gentleman.
Yeah, and it wasn't cheap. Like, if you look at the all right, let's do a comparison here. So they usually come with a price list of these photo ops. Huh. Stanley, $100, $80 to $100. Which I think is fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair for Stanley.
Lou Ferrigno, I think, is like $60.
Yeah.
And then it goes then. Most people average about $40 to $60.
So you think this guy went back and asked for his 50 cents back?
It wasn't. We weren't 50 cents. We were quite a bit more than 50 cents. Take a guess. All three comic book men. How much would you pay? Not you.
Not you. Pay. I could do it for free.
Professional photo up. You take the photo and then you get like a really nice 8x10 professional quality, which you can take home and frame or get signed. Now, granted, keep in mind there's three of us.
$45.
60
for you guys. 60 for you
20.
Joe Schmoes.
Joe Schmoes. We're a freaking comic book man, for God's sake.
Okay.
The show after The Walking Dead.
the show not directly after The Walking Dead. First you have to go through The Talking Dead.
Yeah.
And a repeat of The Walking Dead.
Okay, true. And way to keep me grounded. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's say like Norman Reedus, Daryl. How much would you pay for a picture of Daryl? Where well,
I wouldn't pay money for it, but how much would normal people pay?
Well, who's your favorite character? Isn't he your favorite character on Walking Dead?
Yeah, I still don't want to meet him.
You don't want to meet him?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I don't fangirl out for him.
Okay. Clark Gregg. How much would you pay for? How much would you pay for
He's
Clark
not a
Gregg?
real celebrity. Okay, Clark Gregg. If I was the kind of person who needed to pay money to get a picture with somebody, Clark Gregg, I don't know, probably like $70.
I think that's about how much he was. Yeah. Or like for more. You could get like all the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that were there, like a group photo.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that was like $2 though.
Yeah, well, I ain't paying $2 for that.
All right, well, you're not that big of a fan then.
Well, I'm also not the kind of person that like needs to pay money so I could take like a meaningless picture with somebody, like,
Not meaningless. You take it home, you frame it up, like it's a conversation piece. Like, ooh, who's that? Is that Ming Chen from AMC Comic Book Brand? Yeah. Where's Beard Guy?
Where's Beard Guy?
Is that Mike Zapsik? All right, F them. Where's Beard Guy? It's like, well, he got sick. He's not in that picture.
So,
but Con was awesome. My second favorite part, though, of everything, people brought gifts. A lot of gifts. Some very fan-specific gifts. One dude and his wife or girlfriend brought all of us gifts. Brought me a Empire Strikes Back soundtrack on vinyl, which I've mentioned in, like, it's a 5-second mention I did in a podcast, like, months ago.
That's awesome.
And he heard that and remembered it. He brought Mike some stuff. He brought Walt some stuff. He brought Brian some stuff. But what impressed me more was it was very podcast specific.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that. Somebody, you were gifted. Somebody brought you gifts.
Somebody brought me a gift.
Somebody brought you gifts.
Well, I know that one of my gifts is sitting right next to me.
Yes, but I'm going to give you this one first.
Okay, good, because I'm really not looking forward to this one.
This is handmade jewelry. She didn't give me her name, but she gave me her email address. I think.
Nice. I'll have to send her an email.
Calls herself Fabulous Finds.
Okay.
And she came up. She's like, "Hey, I brought you guys gifts, but not really you guys. This is for the Zen librarian."
I'm known in Houston. I like that.
You are. And,
I really like that.
She's like, I love your show. And then she kept saying, pray for Debbie, pray for Debbie. So pray for Debbie has made it down to Houston. So I'm going to hand this over to you.
Yes, pray for Debbie.
Handing this over to you.
Okay.
A handmade gift.
A handmade gift. If you're listening, let me know who you are.
Please.
I would
tweet
love
in.
to know. I was going to say the Fabulous Finds actually sounds familiar. I feel like she probably tweets with that.
Perhaps. But crack that open.
I am going to crack it open.
That
what
is
does it
for
say
you.
on top?
That's her email address, and then I wrote something. I took a note down on. I ran out of paper.
You ran out of paper, and you marked up my box.
Yeah, you don't need the box. Open it up.
I am.
Inside, handmade pendant, very cool, purple. Your color.
I know this is my color.
Yes.
You know, it's funny. It's beautiful.
It is.
It's beautiful. It looks like like something I could take over the world with.
Feel free.
Yeah, there you go.
Do it up. Do it up.
I think that's beautiful. Thank you very much. Whoever this is, seriously, if you're listening, tweet at me. I'd love to know.
Yeah, a woman named Liz gave us a shadow box, and inside of it were 4 custom Lego figures of all 4.
Yeah, you sent me that picture. I liked the way yours was super tiny. Yeah,
she took the Lego legs from a kid, like a child figure, and used them for my figure. And why are you laughing?
It's adorable.
I guess so.
Beautiful.
For Brian's, I think they took the Gandalf beard and put it on
I was
him.
going to say, I actually have the Gandalf Lego, and that's definitely the Gandalf beard.
It looked familiar. What I really love was for Walt and Mike's figures, she got the facial expressions correct. They both look very annoyed, like the annoyed expression.
I didn't even look at Walt's.
Yeah, and I guess mine was accurate because someone tweeted in later, was like, wow, look, she even got your color right.
Were you?
Well, all Lego figures are yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah. So I thought that was.
I didn't want to be racist and say it.
You could have said it.
Okay, Lady Chinky Eyes.
Yes. So I thought that was fine. Liz, thank you very much for that. And then another one of my very favorite gifts is right to your left. Your right.
My right.
Yes.
Well, there's 2 of them.
Our friend, listener, and fellow TSD and Justin Prine or Prine. Prine is like the classy. Prine. It's spelled Prine. His Twitter handle is Prine_Prine.
Okay.
Justin gave us right sitting in front of you is a bottle of St. Arnold's number 14.
I'm looking forward to this as well.
Yes. Now, St. Arnold's is Houston's arguably Houston's best local brewery.
Okay.
And
you were telling me a little bit about this.
Every year they come out with a special beer. They've done one for each year of the 2000s, so that's number 14 you're holding in front of you. Yes. They've done that for 2014. Extremely limited, sells out extremely quickly, and he gave me that bottle and said, "This is for you guys, you and Samantha."
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna pop this sucker open
as
soon as I finish tapping my water.
Yeah, tap your water.
Because I'm a little dehydrated.
But I noticed I was at the place I was at. He handed that to me. I was like, "Oh, dude, thanks." Another dude pulled me aside. He's like, "Yo, dude, I got the 13. I'm gonna give it to you tomorrow. I'll give you the 13." And I think he's shipping it up. I didn't see him the next night.
Nice.
It'll become like a weird competition though. Like,
who can give us the best beer?
Yeah, and then the night after, this dude came over. He's like, "Dude, I got the number 8. I'm gonna pop it open. We're all gonna have some tonight." And so he popped it open. A number 8, meaning he's been sitting on it for 6 years.
6 years.
Popped it open, split it up, divvied it up. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was totally worth the 6-year wait.
Nice. The 6-year wait that you didn't have to wait at all.
Right.
Like he's been sitting on this for 6 years. Like you just waited 6 minutes?
Yes.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah,
that was like the way I watched Lost. Yeah. I watched them all at once, so I didn't actually have to wait for any of them. Well, not quite as fun.
I Netflixed the beer, exactly.
You Netflix the beer, exactly.
Yeah. So what's that called? DR something reserve. What's it called? I can't.
Divine
Reserve.
Divine Reserve.
Divine Reserve.
It's got like a cardinal on the front,
yes,
not the bird, the Pope.
DR 14
ish guy.
Yeah. So that's
DR 14.
That's a very.
We're gonna pop that open.
Yeah, it's a very nice gift.
Yeah, we're gonna pop that open.
So,
and
dude,
drink
Justin, man, seriously.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that, but we're glad you did.
I'm fist pounding you.
Yes. You'll meet him.
Will I?
You will. My hope is next year when we hopefully get invited back to Houston that we're able to arrange some live podcast or something, and someone also flies their ass down there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That would be
because I don't have a job or anything.
That would be fun. Well, no, it's you can fly yourself down there, sure, but it's even better to have someone else do it. So yeah, those are and then when we got back, I receive a FedEx sent first overnight, which is like the most expensive way you can send something. Means it's going to be at your place before like 8 a.m. So somebody seriously wanted us to have this.
Yeah.
And inside were 4 cans of booze, 4 cans of beer. This one is from the Wynkoop Brewing Company.
Yep.
It is called Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout.
Yep.
You know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, right?
Yeah. Bull testicles.
Yes. So stout brewed with bull testicles.
Awesome.
This is Wynkoop's even smaller batch series. He included a letter, which I'm trying to find here. Dude named Steve sent this. Where the hell did I put the letter? I can't find it. Shoot. Anyways.
Yeah, so we got this beer that we're...
Oh, there it is.
We're going to try drinking. By try drinking, I mean...
this was specifically for you.
Oh, I love bull testicles.
Yeah, it says here that I'll let you decide which beer belongs to whom. I'll just say that one definitely compliments Sam's big balls.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
I got some big old grapefruits in my panties over here.
Stan Garcia at sgar69.
Well,
dude, thank you. You didn't have to send him freaking first overnight.
Yeah, no, we weren't podcasting till Monday.
You could have freaking sent it media mail or book rate.
So are we opening this?
Let's do it. I mean...
Okay.
He even sent a description, Wynkoop Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout. This April Fool's joke turned reality. Foreign-style stout is made with Colorado base malts, roasted barley, 7 specialty grains, steering, golden hops, and roasted bull testicles. Guaranteed 3 balls per barrel.
Great.
So you ready?
No.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay.
All right. You have your S&M glass in front of you.
I'm just gonna keep it in the can. I don't want to ruin the glass for future uses.
It smells good. It has a I'm smelling. It has a good a nose.
I like the description on the back of it. It says a luscious, uniquely ballsy stout with notes of roasted barley, coffee, and nuts.
Yes,
nuts.
So, it is a very dark beer.
It is.
And well, cheers.
Bottoms up.
Cheers to you. And look at this head. 2 fingers.
Oh yeah, two fingers. Can we?
2 fingers.
This whole conversation is entirely too dirty for me right now. I'm drinking testicles.
You're drinking balls, and so am I. So I'm putting balls in my mouth right now. So here goes.
It wouldn't be a first for me.
Really, it's good. Actually, it's really good. It's salty, but it's savory. It's actually really good.
It is.
It is a good dark beer.
I'm like horrified that I'm enjoying testicles in my mouth.
It's really good, dude. Stan, thank you.
Thank you, Stan.
Thank you very much. Stan Garcia. This comes from Wynkoop Brewing Company. Wynkoop.
Thank you, Stan.
It does have kind of a weird aftertaste, though.
Yep, it does. It's got kind of it's almost like a chewy aftertaste, actually.
Chewy.
Yeah, like I really like that feeling like maybe I was eating worms recently.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't quite explain it, but it's delicious. Aside from what it is.
Yes. Well, try not to think about it.
Oh yeah, no.
Try not to think about it.
Let's not think about it.
Yeah. But no, dude, you gotta come to Houston. It was great. Me and Mike hopped off the plane.
And you just own the shit out of it.
We did. We got out. Mike's went to this awesome place for breakfast. With like grits and like a real Southern breakfast.
Did you bring a 13-year-old?
I did not. There were actually I didn't.
Oh, Ming, there were no 13-year-olds for breakfast.
No, not like Myrtle Beach 13-year-olds. Houston, they were a little older. They were of age.
So 9 and a half.
The girls were of age.
13 and a half, rather.
They were legal. Of age. But one of the, before I go to a town, I do a lot of research. I put out a call on Twitter.
I want to side note. Emily Glenn just tweeted us that Tell 'em Steve Dave, Army Anthill, and Zen Librarian always makes the show more interesting with Tell 'em Steve Dave inserting himself into the show.
Oh, absolutely.
I was unaware that Tell 'em Steve Dave could insert himself anywhere yet.
Yes. No, he's got these things. Did you hear about the testopels?
No, I haven't heard about those.
He got these things called testopels where they put a incision on his hip.
Oh, I thought you were going to say incision.
No, not his penis. No, not his penis. They put an incision on his hip and then they put these like pellets in there and then they sewed it back up and it's supposed to release, strategically release testosterone into his system.
Well, good luck having sex.
I think I think he can do it now.
Okay, well, then he can insert himself wherever he wants.
Yes.
Cheers to Brian inserting
I'm putting
himself.
balls here. Beer. Here's some... Wait, if you drink this, will that increase your testosterone level as well? Because
I fucking hope not.
All right, if you start
like that aftertaste, it's like there. It's like deep in the back of my throat.
Yes.
Like balls in the back of my throat.
Right. It's not that bad though.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
So you spent a lot of time at a bar down there.
Yeah, so I put out a call on Twitter. It's like, hey, I'm coming out. I want to eat and drink. Where do I go? And somebody suggested this place called Neil's Bar. And
bar spelled interestingly.
BAHR.
Yes.
Now you're somewhat of a scientist. It's a play on words of Niels Bohr, the great Nobel-winning scientist.
Yes.
And what this
Twitter... was everything served in like beakers?
No, that would be cool.
That would be
Neil,
cool.
man, Neil, man, yeah, get on that. Dude.
Yeah,
like
Neil, what the fuck are you doing?
Like Bunsen burners and shit.
Yeah, like make it look a little more like industrial.
This place was so cool. He didn't have to do that. So this place was described to me as a bar where there was a rack of comic books where anyone could just pick up and read.
Okay.
They had local beers on tap.
Ming, you read comic books? Oh my God.
Do, barely, but yes, I do. Even though I'm a Shoka comic book man. He had great local beers on tap.
That was a little salty. Yeah.
He had on a TV Simpsons on loop. And not the shitty seasons, but the good seasons.
Not the shit. I was just about to say, which seasons were it? The early ones or?
I came in, he was rolling season 7.
Okay, that's still good.
Season 7, which one of the highlight episodes was where the Simpsons get taken away by the Flanders and they almost get baptized. And
yes.
I'm a stupid baby. That episode was on. On the other TV, he had the Lord of the Rings trilogy on a loop. And
that's like the one movie that when it's on, I can't not watch it.
So you would love this place.
So like if Fellowship is on... And like
Fellowship was on.
I was to say if Fellowship is on, I happen to be like scrolling through the channels. I get to TNT and I see that like Fellowship is on. I really don't care about Two Towers or Return of the King.
Yeah.
It has to be Fellowship. If Fellowship is on, like I will have to cancel my plans because like I have this like weird tick in me that if it's on, cool. I have to watch it.
Cool. I'm the same way with Star Wars, Highlander, and oddly enough, Boys in the Hood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Boys in the Hood is a good movie, man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr., like Doughboy and shit. Iced tea. Iced tea.
I can't believe I'm still drinking this.
Iced tea is good. It's good ball beer.
It's great.
Yes. So I heard about this magical place. I'm like, where is it? It turned out to be 2 blocks from the convention center where we were in the hotel we were staying.
We got a request for more Sunday Jeff and less Ming. I wasn't aware Sunday Jeff was ever on this show.
Not this show, but he did a show.
But we could give more of him on this show.
He was Sunday Jeff did an episode with Walt on the last Tell Him Steve Dave. It was cool. They recorded it on an iPad. And they got it done. It was cool.
Nice. Well, not everyone needs like 50 Apple devices in front of them to.
Hey, man, I take advantage of technology.
I know you.
Technology, man.
You like to have the Genius Bar open over here.
I do. There's a Genius Bar right here.
Yeah.
So we go over there, me and Mike, and immediately as we step through the door, there's a dude drinking there. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" Some dude who's a fan buys us drinks, and we proceed to sit there and quote the Simpsons episode that was on for the next hour.
Nice.
Yes. Thus annoying the female bartender.
Yeah, I bet she hated you.
Probably. And then I get a tap on my shoulder. It's like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Neil," and we met the Neil.
Neil.
Yeah, and we become very quick friends.
Okay.
We're cut from the same cloth.
I was to say, yeah, you pretty much like were hanging out with him your entire
pretty much,
time.
Yeah. He, this place is awesome. He had a Duff beer neon sign on one wall. He had a Star Wars like logo sign on the other wall.
Yeah.
He had like an AT-AT. Not even the old AT-AT, not the new AT-AT, but the old school AT-AT behind the bar, like mixed among the bottles. Definitely a place that we would live at if it were here.
Oh yeah, completely.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely like our area is lacking some top-notch cool bars.
Well, I mean, I had never seen this concept before, but a geek bar.
Yeah.
A geek bar. This is something this is something we could open up. Not in Jersey because the liquor laws.
What are like the 5 words that the worst 5 words men say to their friends? Hey, let's open a bar.
Yes.
So How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
where we should open a bar.
Should open a bar.
That's what it is.
Well, we should open a bar.
We should open a bar.
Literally, this is the place that I would open up if I did open a bar and take.
It would be like a geek bar.
It would.
Okay.
It would. He had a Nintendo 64, like a serious Super Smash Brothers going on.
See, I would play that.
He had a foosball table.
I would play that.
Star Wars artwork on the wall. It was heaven. It was heaven. It was literally, as a guy who likes to, sit back after a hard day's work, drink beer, and watch The Simpsons and hang out with like-minded people. It was heaven. And not only that, but about an hour later, this dude arrives, and they fire up a grill, starts making tacos. Like, serious...
Just making tacos.
Serious freaking tacos. Like, serious freaking beef tacos, like Southern, like, Tex-Mex tacos. Okay. You would have loved it. I wish you could have been there. That's all I have to say. And we made very quick friends with Neil. My long lost cousin, who was a real reason.
Who's not your long lost cousin anymore? Since
no,
I mean, like, you've been
hanging out with
not
her.
Long lost,
right?
For like
but
a
at
year
the time,
now. Yes.
long lost. I didn't know she existed until about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
The real reason I went down to Houston, like I kind of begged them to get us down there so I could hang out with her. She arrives. And she gets, she doesn't drink beer, so she was like, surprise me with a mixed drink. And they bring her this thing it's dark blue, and it's called the Emperor Palpatine.
Nice.
So it's named after Star Wars. It was dark blue, kind of like his cloak, sort of.
Yeah.
Or his skin tone, perhaps.
Well, his skin tone was like a whitish.
Gray. Sure.
Yeah.
Right,
kind of melting paste.
Right.
Yes.
Emperor Palpatine.
Nice, and Emperor Palpatine.
But all the mixed drinks are named after Star Wars characters. It was cool. We ended up going back there 4 times.
There you go.
That week we ended up going there like almost every night. So Neil's bar. If you're in Houston,
Neil's bar.
Dude, freaking go right now. Just right now. Tell him I sent you.
It's like what time over there? It's like.
Tell him I sent you. It's 6:14. It's freaking Miller time.
There you go.
Or don't get Miller though. It's St. Arnold's time.
Yeah, I was gonna say why would you get Miller?
It's St. Arnold's time. Yeah, I had all the good beers they had on tap there. By the way, Carbach, they had one called Hopadilla.
Hopadilla. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's Houston beer scene is strong, man. I wanted to visit the breweries, but I ran out of time. Ran out of time.
And you're weak there.
Yes.
Nice.
So it was an amazing time. I have no other way to describe it. So,
okay.
So where the hell are my notes? Oh, you got them over there.
I don't have your notes. You left your notes on my side.
But the con treated us very well. Are you familiar with the term called the per diem?
Yeah, we talked about this.
It's usually you can kind of the con brings you out there, and they're like we need some money so we can eat.
Yeah.
And
how much did you guys get?
I'm not going to disclose, but it was pretty good.
Okay.
It was good. It was enough to be fed. It was enough for 3 meals that day.
It was enough to be fed and drink a shit ton of beer, apparently.
Yes. It was definitely beer money. But that Saturday, my cousin came up and it was a freaking great day, man. We had met Stan, we met Ming. Now, like we played celebrity laser tag. We got into a celebrity laser tag onto a team with like a Game of Thrones dude. And
oh god, we can't even talk about Game of Thrones right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, you don't know.
Well, I do. I've seen all the tweets. I know. I mean, I don't know specifically, but I know.
Yeah, no,
And we played with a bunch of dudes from like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and yeah, it was fun. But like I was riding a big high, so my cousin came down like, let's go have a big freaking baller dinner in Houston. Like, take me to your favorite place. And she did, but we didn't have reservations. So we get in there. And,
did you have to like pay extra?
No, we get in there and they're like, well, it's gonna be like an hour wait, which I was fine with. I was like, we'll just drink for an hour. But I got in there. And to my right, someone goes, "Hey, Ming, what's up?" One of the waitresses, fan of the show.
Nice.
A beautiful vision named Lori. Yes, who worked there. And I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Apparently, she had seen me and Mike a couple nights before we went to see X-Men.
Yes, which we'll talk about in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, she bumped into Mike. I was running around looking for the Fandango kiosk that I couldn't find. So she got a picture with Mike, but I was like, hey, if there's any way you can kind of move us up in the, on the list.
And she did.
I don't know if she did that, but we got very good seats, so I think she probably did that.
Fucking celebrities. Fucking celebrities.
Hey, man, this can be very short lived, so you got to take advantage of it while you can.
Brian was like, you know what? Fuck it, Houston's falling to Ming too. I ain't gonna go there.
Pretty much. I think Ming and Mike taking over Houston.
Oh
Yeah. We got very nice seats at the sushi bar. We got our own like chef, and I was just kind of like, listen, my cousin is here. We're here among family. Go nuts. Like, bring me whatever you want to make.
A fucking baller right here.
Freaking baller. And it was an amazing meal. Long story short, your per diem, they gave me enough to last me 4 days.
It lasted you one dinner.
I blew it all in one dinner.
Nice.
But it was a damn good dinner. So
yeah, there you go.
So Uchi Houston, place called Uchi Coochie. Uchi. Thank you very much, Lori. Thank you very much. I love you. You were awesome. We
got a few more shout outs here. Uchi, the Pass.
We did. I went to this place called the Pass, which we got there, and they're like, right this way, sir. And they push open the wall. They push on the wall, and this hidden door opens up into the dining room. So if you're in Houston,
check out the Pass.
You want a baller dinner? Another baller dinner? The Pass.
Okay.
In Houston. Yes.
I mean, like, shit, a baller dinner to me is like going down to the melting pot. Like, these are like serious baller dinners.
Melting pot is good.
Never been there.
Really?
I've wanted to go for like years.
You should go.
I'm going to.
Trick a boy into buying a dinner for you.
Trick a boy into buying a dinner.
Yeah.
Con my boyfriend, maybe.
Yes. Trick a boy into the dinner.
I will con my boyfriend into bringing me to the melting pot.
Okay. Brian didn't show up, and I wish he would have come. It was a really, really great con. Well organized, well run. One of Brian's complaints at a past con, I won't mention which one, was when you go, usually they give you kind of a green room where you can go and chill out.
Yeah.
And they have snacks and water and beverages. One of the cons we went to wasn't up to his standards. Maybe it wasn't up to anybody's standards. They didn't really have. They had like an urn of cold coffee and iced tea and like no water.
Good for them.
And no ice.
Good for them.
And he was mad for himself, but he was like, dude, they're freaking Walking Dead people here. It's like, how dare you? Like, not. He was like, dude, they didn't even have any freaking ice or like get the governor some freaking water. For God's sake.
Governor some water. Yeah. I actually walked into Suncoast the other day, and the Doctor Who episode with
David Morrissey
was on, and he was like kind of like chubby and like geeky and dorky and not badass at all. Yes. So I just had to laugh. I like watched it for like a solid 5 minutes.
you're just
I was like, look, innocence.
Those TVs out in the front. You were sitting there at the mall in the hallway,
just chilling,
and like next to the Abercrombie and Finch. Yeah, and like
I was kind of chilling.
All right, I've done that, but they were usually playing Star Wars while I was watching.
Oh yeah, I was watching some like it was weird too because it's like it's. I mean, it was May then, but it was that's a Christmas episode.
Oh, okay.
So like it's like the end of May,
right. So
and they're playing like a fucking Christmas episode.
Yeah, they're changing doctors.
That's not even like Christmas in July. That's like Christmas in May.
Right.
Yeah.
So long story short, I was talking about the green room. This one, amazing.
Yeah.
They had everything. They had all kinds of amenities and leather couches, and they took care of us. And
did you say they had all kinds of mayonnaise?
No, amenities. They did have mayonnaise.
I'm sorry. I thought you said they had all kinds of mayonnaise and leather couches.
Amenities.
And I'm like, really? Mayonnaise and leather couches is what does it for you?
Yes. Yeah, mayonnaise and leather couches. It's a real.
Mayonnaise.
I'm a very simple man to please. It's not that hard, but mayonnaise and leather couches. That's it.
You go home and your wife has mayonnaise and leather couches.
Yes, and that's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. But he would have loved it. He would have loved it based on that alone. So.
I hate mayonnaise.
Do you?
Ew.
One of my third favorite moment.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about favorite moments. Mike comes out to these things, and he doesn't travel a whole lot until this year. So it's fun. It's fun watching him like party, like kind of.
Does he like get down?
I mean, as much as Mike, you've met Mike. He's kind of. I don't want to say reserved, but he's a little buttoned up. He's very white. I want to say, just very white. And he wears
Lady Chinky Eyes. You can't be racist on the show.
He's been like wearing a lot of button-down shirts to these cons.
Well, he's all like slim looking.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah,
he's been losing weight. He had this, it's fun to see him. Yeah, I don't think he normally parties until say 12:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay,
and he was
good for him.
He was getting down.
Nice.
It's fun.
We'll have to get him to come out one night, like around here.
I don't know if that'll happen around here, but
we'll just drag him out of his damn house.
It's not happening. It's not. He's like he doesn't party when he's here. But when we're out, man,
well, like I'm saying, that's what we'll like.
We're out. He's
we'll
alone.
like kidnap him.
I don't think he would have as much fun if we kidnapped him. But like at these cons, like, hey man,
what if we kidnapped him and roofied him?
Then he'd be unconscious.
Not necessarily. He's got to give him the right amount of roofies.
Are you all right? So you're some kind of pharmacist. You can measure this.
No, I'm sure we can ask.
No, Mike,
somebody.
Mike. I only slipped in half a pill.
Mike, yeah. Tell me when you start to feel really bad.
It's fine. Now, Mike doesn't drink, so I introduced him to Cards Against Humanity.
Okay.
He never played before. Have you played?
I know the game. I haven't played though.
Oh man, like I was like, dude, this game's right up your alley. You like making jokes and like this type of game is right up his alley.
Yeah.
And he was partying up playing Cards Against Humanity with
strangers.
I was hanging out and I look over to my left and he's got like this whole group of 20
like 20 people.
Yeah, 20 people. Like he was holding court playing Cards Against Humanity. I'm like,
there
Mike,
you
man,
go.
yo, man, nice.
So Mike parties.
Like a Mike partying.
There you go.
It was great. The Thursday we got out there, it was like a whole full day. Like it was nonstop, kind of going to Neil's bar.
Yeah.
And, running around Houston. And then that night, it was the Thursday before Days of Future Past came out.
Which means it's out.
It's out.
Because all movies come out on Thursdays now.
Yeah, I was like, dude, actually he had left the bar. He went back and I was like, dude, let's go see X-Men. So he came back to the bar. And then we left from there.
Well, it's funny, too, because I noticed that you said that you were seeing it, and you didn't mention it to me.
Okay, why should I mention it to you?
I don't know. We saw Captain America together.
We did.
Like, we podcast together.
We did. There was too much stuff going on.
Don't be a bitch.
No, I'm not being a bitch.
Well, I saw it the day after.
You did. And
I did.
And what did you think? Oh, and we got Neil to come with us from the bar. We just met.
Well, that's what I saw. You were like tweeting to Neil.
Yeah,
I was like, I've been replaced by Neil.
No, but I mean, hey, come on, man. Neil opened up a pretty damn cool bar. Neil,
yeah, there you go.
Neil of Neil's Bar. Okay,
let's take a break from talking about the con.
Okay.
To talk about X-Men.
What did you think?
Best X-Men yet.
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
Hands down. I actually was reading an article the other day about like the 10 best movies made from comic books.
Okay.
And obviously the Dark Knight trilogy was one.
Agreed.
And then what else was in there? Captain America, The Avengers was in there.
Yes.
And
like all the Marvel. Where were the DC movies on this list?
Low.
Well, except Dark Knight.
There was no.
Dark Knight is number one, so that.
Well, yeah, exactly. No, that like completely schools everything.
I think that the Incredible Hulk not on there.
Yeah, no, the Incredible Hulk was not on there. Any of them. Iron Man was like number 3 or something.
Oh, of course. Okay. Agreed.
But I guess
Ghost Rider nowhere.
There was something that had been bumped off because X-Men: Days of Future Past had been put on, and the second X-Men. Which I completely...
X2?
Yeah, X2.
It was good.
That was still on the list, though, because X2 was like the best out of the 3
X2
original ones. And I think X-Men Origins... Is that what it was called?
First Class?
First Class.
Yes. First Class, very good.
Wolverine Origins, I think, was on there.
Okay.
X-Men Origins was on there.
Okay.
And this one was higher than all the rest of the X-Men. That's the point I'm getting to. Best X-Men movie. I was a little skeptical going in.
Why?
Okay, because here are my reasons.
The trailer was awesome.
Here are my reasons.
The second trailer
the trailer was awesome. How many times have you gone to see a movie? The trailer's awesome. The movie sucks.
But not for X-Men. I saw the trailer like, this is going to be freaking dope.
I'm not a Wolverine fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a Wolverine fan.
Are you saying that because everyone loves Wolverine, or you just don't?
I just kind of don't like. I don't know if it's Wolverine or I just don't like Hugh Jackman that much.
Everyone loves Hugh Jackman. Come on.
I don't think I do.
Why?
I don't know.
He's freaking cool. He's freaking yes.
Do we know him personally to say that?
No, from almost every movie he's been in, he's like a very cool guy. Like you don't dislike any of his characters. I'll put it that way. And I
disliked his. I liked watching the movie The Prestige, but I disliked what a fucking jerk off he was.
All right, but he is Wolverine. Let's be honest.
No, I agree.
He is freaking Wolverine.
I agree. He is Wolverine, and I don't really like Wolverine. He's not my favorite superhero. So the fact that the entire movie was kind of hinged on Wolverine was very
for a good reason.
For a very good reason. But that was like very like, oh shit, like Wolverine's going to be the star of this movie. Yes. So if I don't like him and I don't like his attitude in this movie, then I'm going to be fucked for a good like 2 hours.
Okay.
I loved it.
It was great, wasn't it?
It was good. Okay. I went in there and I was wondering how they were going to tackle the subject of Quicksilver, Evan Peters. Love him. I've watched 3 terrible seasons of American Horror Story because I love Evan Peters so much. He's a great actor. I was wondering how they were going to tackle the Evan Peters as Magneto's son.
Ah, okay.
I mean, because in the comics,
yes.
Evan Peters, Quicksilver, is Magneto's son. So I was wondering how they were going to kind of tackle that, if they were even going to, because that, like, opens doors, and Evan Peters wasn't, like, a main character. I knew he was just, like, a secondary character. Right. So, like, I was wondering, like, since Magneto is Magneto, and you know, Quicksilver is his son, are they going to tackle that? And they figured out the best way to tackle it, and I was the only one who laughed. I was like, it's opening night, people. Like, where the fuck are the laughs?
Where are the fans? You were the only one that laughed?
Yeah, I like laughed out loud. I was like, ah! No one else is laughing.
It was just you?
Yeah.
You're freaking King Geek then.
And I was just like, I like looked around.
Did you see this at the local theater here?
I saw
the local mall?
Yeah, the mall.
Well, that explains it.
No, that does not explain it. The mall people should be going that are fans.
Yes, and you saw opening night.
Opening night. It was like opening night, 8 o'clock maybe.
Yes.
9 o'clock latest. And like I was like, oh, and that was like the one thing I wanted to hear. And like no one else laughed. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, tough crowd. The scene with him.
Wait, what time did you go? Was it like at night?
Yeah, it was 8 or 9 at night.
It was like freaking.
It was like prime time to go see a movie. If you're like a comic book geek, you should have been laughing at that joke. I'm displeased with everyone who was in that theater.
Oh yeah. I would have laughed with you.
Yeah, well,
maybe. I would have laughed at her. Like,
maybe.
I'd be like, what's she laughing at? Oh.
I was like, oh. Yeah. And then I kind of like ducked down my seat. The scene with him.
Yes.
And I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it.
It just came out.
Yeah, I was just say, I mean, obviously anybody who's talked about the movie or seen the movie knows the scene with Quicksilver. Right. Best part of the movie.
Right.
Hands down.
I agree.
Beside the ending.
Yes. Ending was good.
Beside the ending, which can we get the sound effect? I teared up.
What? Did you cry?
I teared up a little bit. I got a few alligator tears.
Are you crying? You cry? Oh, it was a
very touching ending.
Yes.
Which I kind of didn't see coming. I don't know how I didn't see that coming.
All right. It was pretty telegraphed.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of obvious. But Quicksilver, the scene with Quicksilver.
Yes.
Music, cinematography.
All of it.
Everything.
Okay.
2 thumbs way up. Perfect. The acting. What's his name? Fassbender?
Yes, Michael
Fassbender. Yes. He did it again. He's fantastic.
He's a pimp. Yes.
I mean, you know, both Magnetos, both Professor X's, everyone.
Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence. Man, she is sexy.
She is. Even in, you know.
She is sexy green, blue.
Yes. Your Mystique, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, you know, interesting seeing, Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah. I had fun seeing like Bishop. I always thought was an awesome character. Blink. I read an article. It was complaining about how, like the first 20 minutes you see all the minority characters and then they don't really become involved again.
Well, I mean, like, you see at the beginning, you see Cyclops' dad.
Yeah.
Or his brother. His brother. I'm sorry. But his brother was in the first one.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, I felt like kind of like seeing him again. Like, he didn't really need to be in the story this time because he was in the story the first time.
Yeah, I think they were saying that, you know, of the minority characters they featured in the movie, they all kind of like went away after the first 20 minutes. And
yeah, I mean, they showed you, what's her name's wings on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Where Magneto's helmet was, they showed you what's her name's wings.
Right.
Fairy or whatever the fuck her name is. I hated her character.
I thought Bishop looked badass.
Yeah.
I want to see it again. I don't have freaking.
You know what?
time.
I liked Iceman.
Yes.
Always like him.
You've always liked Iceman.
I've always liked him.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. I can never tell which brother he is, if he's the one on The Following or if he's the one on Warehouse 13. I constantly have this struggle trying to figure out.
Too much TV, that's your problem.
Okay, Sean Ashmore and his brother. What's his brother's name? Sean and
You watch way too much TV. And
I know,
you get confused.
Regardless, they're twins, and I can't tell which one is in which movie.
Right.
So okay. I think he's the one that's in The Following, but I thought he was the one that was in Warehouse. I don't know. I like him. I like him with Ellen Page.
Ellen Page.
She got old looking. I'm still thinking of her from like Juno years. She had some wrinkles on her face.
Come on, now Juno was like 10 years ago.
Exactly. Like she popped up on screen and I was like, whoa, bitch grew up.
Yeah. Don't make fun of her. She got a little older.
I'm not making fun of her. I'm just saying she looks older.
You're looking at her crow's feet.
I was really scrutinizing.
You're a tough critic.
I was really scrutinizing from the third row.
You're a tough critic.
I loved it though.
That's cool. You had a good time.
I did. I loved it.
I want to see it again. I got to find some time to go again.
We'll go.
I'm like,
I can go.
We should go. Except I'm going to Niagara Falls.
When are you leaving?
Thursday morning. So coming up, everybody.
What about? We'll figure it out.
Yes, we'll figure it out.
I'm free Wednesday.
We should just go right now.
I'm free Wednesday.
You're free Wednesday? Okay. I should probably be at home Wednesday before I go.
Yeah, you should
take off for another weekend.
You should spend some time.
I did. I hung on my family all weekend.
I know you did.
I don't want to. I'm not looking for a medal or anything.
I know you did. I tried to get you to visit me at work, and you were like, I'm hanging out with my family. I'll come tomorrow or something.
Right.
So here's like a little disclaimer to all you assholes who think that Ming is a terrible person. I was
hanging out with my family.
Yeah, he hangs out with his family.
We went to the park.
Yeah, exactly.
We had meals together.
You had meals together.
We went to multiple parks this weekend. We hung out outside. Yes.
Multiple. I like that. But yeah, Days of Future Past. If you haven't seen it, go see it. The ending.
If you haven't seen it, you don't deserve to listen to this show.
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't seen it, you suck. But if you haven't seen it, the ending's going to get you a little choked up.
Well, you cry a lot.
I do. God, I realize I'm like a really sensitive person.
Well, you're a girl. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah,
although I cry, you've seen. I'm half.
I've seen you cry.
No, you haven't. But
I was gonna say, when have I seen you cry?
You've seen me. You as a girl is like, dude, you're really like feminine. Like, you're like you call me out a lot for stuff I do. That's cool. I'm actually bummed that when we were in Myrtle Beach, our flight got canceled the day before. We were supposed to go to like a special screening of Godzilla that night, which we didn't make because our
side note. Michael Gaines, star Mike. Thank you for getting that joke in the movie. Like, I really thought I was like the only one who was looking forward.
That's sad.
Yeah, like if it was like right now and I went to see the movie and no one laughed, I would get it because they're obviously not comic book fans. They're more like movie fans. But like if you've read the comic,
I'm a fan of X-Men. I saw all the movies.
Like, exactly. Like if you know the family tree, then you have to be laughing at like that joke, the exchange. It was perfect and it was done so perfectly. Right. So go see it. That was my favorite part. Or just look back in my Twitter feed because I like directly quoted the movie.
Yeah. Did you see this thing behind me? I
was wondering what that was.
This is a tentacle kitty. It's half kitty, half octopus.
So it's an octopusy.
It's an octopusy. Yes, it is. This was a thing over in Houston. Tentaclekitty.com. It's a little stuffed animal. It's cool, isn't it?
I like it.
Here, I'm going to chuck it over to you.
Nice.
Take a gander.
I love pussies with 8 legs.
Yeah. Now, what happened? I guess this is a big thing in the Texas area.
What are you supposed to do with this?
It's just like it's a stuffed animal.
Oh.
Tentaclekitty.com.
Okay, yeah, I know. Why do you have it though?
I saw it. It was like a huge thing. Like everyone had one out there, so I wanted one. And they were like, we'll give you one if you tweet a picture of you with it. So I did, but now I'm continuing it.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, Tentacle Kitty.
Octopus.
But what was cool was a company called Warlock Brewing and Games, or Warlock Games and Beer, a little startup brewery.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Little startup company. They're doing they brew beer, small batch beer. And they're gonna have a bar open with gaming.
Does it have testicles in it?
No, it does not have testicles. That's more of a Colorado thing.
Okay.
The Tentacle Kitty went to them and like, hey, can you brew a Tentacle Kitty beer? And they did.
So how come we have the plush animal and not the beer?
The beer, I don't know if they started bottling it. Okay. They have kegs.
Okay.
But they haven't bottled it yet.
Have you tried it?
I have. They
had had some octopusy beer.
I had some octopusy beer. They had this whole kind of this event, this whole private party that I kind of snuck my way into, and they made a Tentacle Kitty beer brewed with strawberries and cotton candy.
Oh, that is right up your alley.
It's the girly beer with the like sugar and flavors in it. Yes,
yeah, that
was up right up my alley.
I mean, I could.
You would have loved it. It was really good. And they did one.
Since when do I drink cotton candy beer?
It's small batch, like craft beer with cotton candy and strawberry. You would have liked it. For the summer, you would have loved it.
Yeah, maybe if I was walking around like a carnival.
Yeah, so just a little shout out to Warlock.
Yeah, Warlock.
These guys were serious about their beer. They were, very, very serious about their brew, and they kept handing me samples. So
they're trying to get you drunk.
I got a little tipsy.
I
got a little tipsy.
Yeah.
You would have seen me at my worst there.
Nice.
Maybe.
You weren't really drunk tweeting me that much. Or you were, but I wasn't really
drunk
answering.
Texting?
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yes.
No. Or you were and I just wasn't answering.
I did a couple
I've been like really, I've been like sleeping a lot. My job is like really tough.
Yes.
So I've been like kind of sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, let's, you're gainfully employed. That's cool. Yeah. You need your 8 hours. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. So this was a 4-day con. So it went through Memorial Day. Memorial Day, we had a panel. Me, Mike Zapsik, and special guest Jason Mewes. Jason
Mewes in the house.
And we get out there, nice full crowd. And
my little brother is listening.
You have a
Fritz.
Brother?
No. Oh. Fritz, I love you.
Fritz? Who's Fritz?
My little brother.
Okay, your little brother Fritz is listening. All right.
Yeah, Fritz is listening.
Okay, right on.
Let's shout out Fritz.
Hello, Fritz.
Apparently, he makes like a mean pizza. As I was reading on Facebook the other day.
Where do we get this pizza?
I assume at his restaurant.
Now. Where is his restaurant?
His restaurant in Carteret, I believe.
Oh, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Let Us Eat. I could be wrong about this, so he's going to have to tweet and tell me. But apparently he's like kick ass and he's making like food.
Okay.
And yeah.
Your little brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, right on.
My little brother.
Memorial Day, we had a panel, and what we did was we picked out a veteran, or a serviceman from the audience, got him on stage, and he introduced us.
That's cool.
I thought that was
so instead of like picking out a 13-year-old from a pile of 3, you picked out a serviceman. That's actually a lot better.
Yeah, which was cool. And we didn't know. We had met him before at the table, but we didn't know, was he going to be nervous or, how. We just kind of picked him out. Dude knocked it out of the park.
Nice.
He was freaking energetic. He was awesome, and he gave a hell of an intro. And I thought that was cool. So we get out there, and we killed the panel. I don't mean to brag, but I had a great time, and that's when we have fun. That's how we know our panels.
Yeah,
have typically gone very well.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I may have podcasted with Mewes, but not like that. Not where it was just like 3 of us.
Yeah.
So it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. So we did.
And apparently he had a shout out to our panel.
We talked about our the podcast. S&M show, this podcast, and he was like, he was like, do you talk about like whips and shit? And I'm like, well, yeah, sometimes.
We have a whip noise.
We do. We have a whip noise. Like,
that's the one I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got balls in my mouth and whips all over the place.
Freaking the S&M show.
Yes. Now we're getting somewhere. Why didn't we think of the balls in our mouth thing before?
I don't know. Thank you, Stan.
Thanks, Stan.
Stan the man. But he was asking me about the pod. He was like, what's this pod? Do you talk about like spanking and shit? I'm like, well,
we could
sometimes, but it's me.
We could do like a weirdest thing you've ever been spanked with and have people write in.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've been
I realized halfway through that I really left myself open.
Are you prepared to answer?
No, I'm not prepared.
Answer the question, Claire. Answer the question. Next pod.
I'm not
for another pod.
To answer that question.
The hell's the weirdest thing I've been slapped with? Jason Mewes' open hand.
There you go.
Yeah. Does that count?
Where did he slap you?
My ass.
Oh, okay.
Slap my ass.
Okay. Were your clothes on or off?
They were on.
Yeah, well, that's
over the bra or under the bra, Claire. Like, Breakfast Club and shit. My pants were on. I'm sorry to say. Maybe next time.
You're sorry to say.
No, well, yes, because if you're gonna get slapped in the ass, pull your
by
pants
Jason
down.
Mewes. I mean,
pull your pants
seriously.
Down. Like freaking bare ass that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it was a very.
Let's have Jason Mewes on the show. We could file him in before Ben Affleck sometime, around Matthew Perry. And who else did we say we were going to
Ben Affleck, Matthew Perry. I can't remember.
I remember Ben Affleck. That was a big one.
We'll add Jason Mewes to the list.
Yeah, we'll add Jason Mewes to the list.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's nothing. That's don't. That's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's absolutely nothing. But yeah, that was a fun. Freaking miss Brian though. I miss her. I wish he.
I miss Brian when I don't see him.
No, I wish he could have come. I think a lot of people wanted to see him. He loves doing the panels, the Q&As.
He likes making fun of you.
I think he would have had a lot of fun down there. And let's be honest, dude would have made a lot of money, man. He would have made a lot of money.
Yeah,
left a lot of money on the table. That's
pulling in that cash monies.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is a very limited window, so we gotta freaking, grab those papes while they're there.
So you're gonna be possibly back in Houston.
You'll
be in the Texas area.
We're doing a kind of San Antonio, everybody, if you're down in Texas, called the Alamo City Comicon. I met the organizer. His name's Apple, like the fruit Apple. He had his whole posse down there. They're kind of in bed with each other, these two cons, so they promote each other.
He had his posse, like pears and grapes and bananas.
Yeah, pears, grapes, and blueberry, yeah. And so I met him.
Just wondering what his posse
He was very excited about us coming down, so that was cool.
Okay.
So I'm thinking after that con, I'm going to hop up to Houston for a couple more days.
There you go. Houston, beware. Ming Chen is on his way
back. Dude, I totally fell in love with the city. Such a great city, man. Such a great city. Great food, great people. Like,
great beer.
Seriously, really great beer. I went to this place called the Hay Merchant, which you also would have loved. 80 beers on tap, Samantha. 80 beers.
That's like my Maloney's.
And not only that, but they had a menu. They serve everything in the proper glass, Pilsner or Snifter or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything was listed by alcohol by volume. Everything was listed by type of beer.
I actually, me and my...
you would have fucking loved
I was going to say, I have a friend who, when we go out... and we're like looking at beers, it's annoying when we don't have the alcohol by volume because like I don't want to be drinking a beer that's like only like a 5% alcohol beer.
No.
Yeah, this is a 7.2.
I noticed that. It's
7.5.
It's hitting me a little hard, actually. Well, because I'm a freaking lightweight.
You love balls in your mouth.
I do, but these are like hard hitting like alcohol balls.
Yeah, they are actually. So yeah, I actually like places that I can go that tell me because I like to be a beer snob and I'm not drinking, like I'm not going to pay money for like water.
Yeah. I mean, no freaking Coors Light is this beer. No freaking Coronas. No Yuengling. All craft beer, my friend. You would have loved it. You would have loved it. So yeah, that was a con. I stayed a couple extra days, hung out with my cousin.
Yeah.
Had some baller dinners. Drank a lot of coffee. I went to this place called Goro and Gun. I met this dude at a party who was a chef there, and he had partnered with a couple guys and opened this place. Goro and Gun is an anime reference, which I thought was cool. So I told him I'd stop by. I stopped by, and the first thing there was, you would have loved the bar, first of all. Like booze, as far
I generally
as I could
like
see.
bars.
Dark wood, taxidermy, and really, really...
I probably wouldn't like that.
You're not a taxidermy fan?
No, I like animals alive.
Well, they were alive, but stuffed and dead, though.
They were alive, but stuffed and dead.
They were like exotic animals, though.
Yeah, exactly. They don't deserve to be on walls.
Okay.
How would that guy like it if, when he dies, somebody stuffs him and hangs him on a wall?
I guess. There's been talk about stuffing Brian and displaying him in the store when he passes on. He brought it up one time.
Oh.
And if people would like pay admission for that or something like that. Or he would be an attraction.
We could move the Buddy Christ.
You could. It'd be Buddy Bry.
Buddy Bry. As long as
Bry.
we could stuff him with that same like winking eye.
And the point.
Thumbs up and point that Buddy Christ has got going. As long as we could do that.
You could. So they had three types of wings on the menu. They had ODB wings, Eazy-E wings, and
Old Dirty Bastard.
Right, Eazy-E.
Eazy-E.
From NWA.
Yeah.
And they had what was the other one? I can't remember. They're all named after dead rappers, though.
Okay.
There were no Notorious B.I.G. wings, which I thought was odd. I had the ODB wings, which were amazing. So to my friend Tobar, who invited me out there. Tobar. Yes. Tobar. Who invited me out there. He's
Houston
does it
hard.
Yes. If you're ever out there at the same time, we are going to Goro and Gun.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh shit.
You would love it. Yes.
No, I just have to DVR something.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead and do that while we're...
You can keep talking. I'm just sending a text message.
All right. So next stop, Samantha, this weekend, Niagara Falls.
Yes.
All four of us.
All four of you. Who's running the store?
We have people.
The other people who work here, obviously.
Well, no, we have people who... We have backups. Now, they have not really been alone here at the store, so Walt is going to be constantly on his phone checking up on them, which is cool.
Big Daddy Walt. I mean,
Big Daddy Kane, Big Daddy Walt. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So we were all here's the weird part. So four of us are going down there. We're all driving separately.
Going up there.
We're all driving separately.
You're all driving separately. So Brian might not make it.
Well, I think he's going to make it. Now, there's a small monkey wrench here, which I'm a little worried about. His passport expired. And you kind of
I'm putting my money on Brian not making it now.
No. There are services which can expedite a new passport within 24 hours.
I'm putting my money on Brian not making it.
He has taken advantage of this service, and he should hopefully have his passport in his hand right this second. Because
Brian, is your passport in your hand right this second, or is your penis right in your hand right this second?
Either way, the penis won't get you into Canada. Passport will. So
Is that true? No, is that written on the rules? Listen, these are the rules of Canada. A penis will not get you in.
Oh, Canada, yes. Now, I think he's going to make it. Don't ask me why. One, he's not flying, he's driving. I think he's going to make it.
Okay, I'm betting against you.
Don't bet against me. Although you are the amazing, like you are the amazing Kreskin.
I am.
Yes.
I'm willing to bet like $50.
50?
50. 50. That's not 500 for those of you who thinks I make
it 20, and you know what? I'm going to take that bet. $20.
$20. $20. Fine. Okay. $20.
$20. You think he does?
I don't think Brian makes it.
Are you going to do something for him to not make it?
How am I going to reach him? Do I have his cell phone number? Am I going to be like sending him nudie pics of me? Am I going to be like tweeting him hey Brian, meet me under the bridge.
Meet me under the Oceanic Bridge.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be swimming in water. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm not going to do anything. I just don't think he makes it.
Meet me at Moby's at Highlands after hours. Yeah. On the deck.
Yeah.
And meet me at Bars.
Yeah.
Bars Landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
$20.
I'm right over.
I have my money on him this time. I think he's going to make it.
$20. I say that he doesn't.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm taking this bet. The past has not been good, but I think he's going to make it.
There you go.
But Niagara Falls, if you're anywhere near, if you're in Buffalo, if you're anywhere near, come see all four of the Comic Book Men.
All four.
This weekend in Niagara Falls at the Scotiabank Center. Scotiabank. It's going to be a fun con.
I bet.
Dean Cain is going to be there, I think.
Met him.
Jason Priestley is going to be there.
Jason Priestley? He doesn't have a career anymore.
And William Catt, I think, the greatest American hero. Wait, am I thinking of the right con? I can't remember. He's going to be there.
Somebody's going to be there.
Yeah. What's it? The chick from Next Generation is going to be there.
Doesn't need a name, but she looks hot.
What's her name? Mariana Sirtis?
Don't know.
I didn't watch Next Generation. I'm sorry.
Either did I.
No, I think it's going to be fun.
Was that the one that?
The hottie, yeah. The hottie. The hottie. Not 7 of 9, but
7 of 9.
Yeah, I don't watch Star Trek. I'm a Star Wars.
I was gonna say, is Next Gen the one with Will Wheaton?
Yes.
Okay, then I've watched. Like Will Wheaton. I've watched like one episode to see what Will Wheaton used to look like.
Yeah,
we're actually going to
still looks good.
We're going to talk about Will Wheaton in about 3 minutes.
We are. So come see us in Niagara Falls, Canada, the Canada side, not New York.
Canada.
The Money Canada side.
Canada.
Yes, where I've already found a great restaurant to have breakfast at. It's called the Blue Line. After hockey.
Okay.
I'm dying. I'm waiting to go there.
Okay.
Niagara Falls, everybody.
Niagara Falls.
Now, Will Wheaton.
Speaking of Will Wheaton. That was a good segue. I like how you did that. Will Wheaton has a new show.
Yes. Is it?
The Will Wheaton Project.
Is this YouTube only? Or is it on TV?
I believe it's on TV, but I actually caught that. He tweeted that. I follow Will Wheaton on Twitter. He was on my favorite TV show a few years back, so I watch him.
Which one?
Not Next Generation. Eureka.
Oh, okay.
He was a guest star.
Okay.
And he's also on The Big Bang Theory, which I love.
Yes.
So I started following him on Twitter. Huge Kings fan.
Yes, he is.
He is. I bet he's excited.
He should be.
And he posted this YouTube video the other day, which was probably just about the funniest thing I've seen all week, and I had to retweet it. We barely talked about the TV show Gotham.
Right.
We all saw the trailer and whatever it was on.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks cool, but Will Wheaton kind of took what we all were thinking and not saying and put it in a YouTube video.
Go to YouTube, search Will Wheaton Gotham. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to run this?
Yeah, we can run it. Right. I think we have
Looking forward to the fall. One of the most anticipated shows has got to be Gotham, which will focus on all the stuff in Gotham City that isn't Batman. Like what, their thriving art scene? Have you ever been to Gotham? It's actually all about young Bruce Wayne long before he became Batman. And I was surprised by some of the Batman canon they decided to include.
Alright, so they run the trailer.
Which has been edited.
Right.
What's your name?
One crime.
My name's Bruce Wayne.
That will change everything.
I will find the man who did this.
Before Penguin.
Before Penguin.
Before Catwoman. Before Riddler. Before Poison Ivy. Before Mr. Freeze. Before that other Bane, that terrible one.
Yes.
The one that looks like the one.
I like the moan that's coming.
Before that other Catwoman, aka Halle Berry. Before the Bat credit card. Bat credit. Oh.
Cha-ching!
Before Bat
nipples. Before Bat ass.
Basically before Schumacher. Would you memorize this?
Yes.
Before Bane's voice. Before the big rubber ducky. Before the Bat dance. I like the Bat dance.
That's okay.
Before Alfred pimped Coke.
Yes.
Way before Affleck.
Way before Affleck. That's my favorite part.
Gotham.
And then he says something really good at the end.
I know that whenever I watch a Batman movie, I always think to myself, forget the superheroes. I just want to watch a regular kid be sad.
My favorite part about like all of the things when they show you Mr. Freeze and they show you like Halle Berry like licking her teeth. I was like laughing. The Bat credit card, that was like hysterical. Yes. But then they end with a picture of Ben Affleck and it says way before Affleck. Yes. And I was like, when we all thought it, yes. So it was pretty much my favorite thing that they did this week.
Yes.
Like a favorite by a lot.
That the Will Wheaton
Will Wheaton's Gotham video completely made my week above everything else that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was good.
All right. So wait, is this saying that you do not have high hopes for the show? Or?
I don't actually have high hopes for the show. Actually, I mean, like, they're pimping it as a show about a young Bruce Wayne, but clearly it's actually a show about a young Commissioner Gordon, which I'm a huge Commish fan.
Sure.
Like, I'm a huge Commish fan. I love Gary Oldman, so, you know, he got me in that. But they're not like pimping it that way. Like they're pimping it as a young Bruce Wayne,
right? With like
before Penguin became Penguin, and like Catwoman is just like a little like homeless girl,
right?
And you know, Poison Ivy's just like some crazy bitch living in a garden, you know. So it's kind of the before, which I mean everything, and if you know books at all, everything. And movies that go along with books, everything's doing prequels now. So it's kind of really not a shock that Gotham jumped that far ahead,
right?
And decided, but like, it's not a show about a young Bruce Wayne. Like originally he was supposed to barely be in it. It was supposed to be all about Commissioner Gordon.
So
but
you're saying this trailer is misleading? Well,
no. Then they changed the specs of the show. So it kind of included Bruce Wayne a little bit more. Wow. But like, I mean, really, it's not about Bruce Wayne. It's about Commissioner Gordon.
Right.
So
and the rise of the villains.
Yeah, the rise of the villains. Actually, yeah, exactly. But I completely agree with Will Wheaton. Like, who the fuck wants to watch a show about a mopey kid?
Right.
Like when I want to watch Batman, I want to watch Christian Bale Batman. Right. I don't even want to watch Ben Affleck Batman. Which
wait and see.
Which they named in the movie.
Yes, they did.
It was Dawn of Justice or something.
Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, that's just generic and sad.
Wait and see.
I'm skeptical.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
Not so Sunday. Geoff says. Geoff
says.
Will Wheaton project is on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I know it's on Sci-Fi. I haven't really watched much of it. I've just been watching like the little clippets he's tweeted.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, you want to come to Niagara Falls with me?
No, I'm working.
Hang out at Niagara Falls?
I'm working.
It'll be fun. Can you drive Brian up, by the way?
Can I drive Brian?
If you're heading that way?
Yeah, definitely. Brian, I'll pick you up in my little green Ford. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, fun time, good times. Good times.
If I got $20 on that, I'll make sure Brian never makes it.
I'll introduce you to Erica and Laniak from Baywatch and Charles and George fame.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I love Baywatch. Somebody at my job actually the other day, I work with a lot of people who are like around the 21 age.
Oh, they're young.
Yeah, they're young.
Younger. Well, you're not that old, so you're younger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm older than them. So my one of my managers came up to me and was like, "Sam, you're older. Do you remember the show Saved by the Bell?" And I was like, "Saved by the Bell? Like, really?" Yes, I grew up with that show. I still watch repeats of it. And like one of the girls that I work with, this like 20-year-old girl, she goes, "What's Saved by the Bell?" And I was like, "Oh, you're dead to me."
That's not bad. What's worse is when I was walking through a restaurant with a cassette tape, and a girl pointed at it and was like, "What the hell is that?" She didn't know what the cassette
that's about right. That's about right.
It was bad.
So
it was bad.
But my new gig.
Speaking of your new gig, we don't need to get specific, but I came in.
Everybody knows the field I'm in.
Yes,
I've
fitness. We'll say
fitness
that
clothes.
Fitness clothing.
I've been with one company for a very long time.
Athletic wear.
Yeah, I was with one company for a very long time, and I abandoned ship and jumped to a new one.
Right. And
Most recently.
I just opened up. I came and checked it out yesterday.
Yep, I like conned Ming into coming and visiting me at work.
You were there.
I was.
I stopped by.
And all my coworkers loved you. You like walked out and everyone turned to me and they're like, "Oh my God, he's adorable." And
Really?
I'm like, okay.
Really? Did this adorable?
Oh, look at you.
Really?
Yeah, you're like blushing. Yeah, everyone thought you were like so cute. And like ever since then, whenever I'm on like break or if I'm
Right.
like taking a 15 or if I'm in the back or if it's like slow, like it was dead all day today, people were like, "So tell me about Ming."
Really?
Yeah, like they just like loved you.
That's cool.
Is that a shock? Because we met at a store that I used to work at
Right.
of a different company where everyone loved you. Is it like a
I-
shock that
and I
everyone
love
loves
them.
you?
No, that's very nice
exactly.
to hear, though.
Exactly.
That's very
No,
nice to hear.
they like loved you.
That's cool.
My one manager you were talking to, she just loved you completely. She thought you were like the most adorable thing in the world.
That's
I like introduced you. I was like, "This is my Ming."
my Ming.
My Ming.
My Ming. My Ming. My friend Ming. Oh no, I
Well,
stopped
when I
by.
applied for the job, I totally name dropped.
Really? And did it get you to the job?
I don't think it got me the job. I think name dropping the other name got me the job.
Ah,
I
okay.
think you were just an added benefit.
Okay, that's cool.
She likes the Impractical Jokers, so
I heard.
yes.
I heard.
She was talking to me about it today.
Q. She likes
Yes.
Q and
She likes
Sal.
Q.
Q
Yeah.
and Sal.
Yeah.
She mentioned like she likes Sal. I like Sal too. Sal's
Yeah.
a good-
She was
Sal's a-
talking about the last one with me today on my break, and I was like,
Oh God, it was. Oh
with
man.
the piercings.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Oh God.
You
oh, God.
you will meet all four of those guys at some point. I have no
Like,
doubt.
oh my God, I just couldn't believe it. She was telling me about it. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't want to spoil it, but you should be freaking watching Impractical Jokers. If you're
Yeah.
not watching it, then you're dead to me.
Yeah.
And you don't deserve to listen to the show. But I'm sure everybody listening to this watches Impractical Jokers.
Or at least knows who they are.
Yes. They do the jokes and they have a punishment at the end. The punishment for the last episode was beyond.
It was
awesome.
It was rough.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I felt bad. I felt bad.
It was really rough. I was expecting worse though. Like when
God.
the concept came though, I mean,
Right.
what was
God,
done?
it was bad.
What was done was terrible. But like, think about it as a man, it could have been
yeah.
worse.
Yeah, I think I don't honestly. It wasn't Q. I hate to ruin it. Q did not lose and have to do this, but I think if it was him, he wouldn't have done it.
It was a little rough.
It was really bad.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was really bad.
I don't-
I'll do anything, especially for TV. I have done
that
almost anything
that
for TV.
was a little rough.
I don't know if I would
Yeah.
have done this.
That was a
So,
little rough.
If you've DVR'd it, or I'm sure they replay it. Go and watch the last episode.
Just go watch it.
Freaking crazy.
Just go watch it.
It was freaking crazy. Yes. You want to talk hockey?
Let's talk about American Ninja Warrior first.
Oh, yes.
Since
Yes.
apparently there's a petition now that me and you have to go on American Ninja Warrior.
I think I've watched it. I would love to.
Okay. So
try it. I have a height disadvantage. Like that, I think the taller people have more of an advantage.
for those of you who don't know what American Ninja Warrior is, it's a show. It's like an obstacle course challenge.
is.
And I started watching it probably about 2 years ago.
It's so compelling. Is that
Tony
the
and
word?
I watch it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's an obstacle. I'm trying to think of a good way to bring it up. It's an
trying to-
obstacle course. And they do like
like
6 qualifiers.
Yeah,
all-
like you're
all
doing
around.
like rope swings, and you have to
so,
run up.
You
like
start. Some of the obstacles are always the same, and then some of them change per location. Obviously, when you watch the show and you've watched it for a few years,
Right.
you know that like Denver has a lot of rock climbers, so it's going to be a super upper body intensive.
Yeah.
But there's things that are always the same. So you always start off with like well, it used to be a quad step. Now it's a quintuple step where you're like going back and forth between like steps
Yes.
with water in the middle. You can't touch the water. And you know, they're like a good 2 feet apart.
Right.
So you got to kind of hop from one
you
to
gotta
the
be
other.
freaking.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like,
something that
ridiculous
you can't
shape
train
for
for.
this stuff.
But what's funny is like people go on there and like, you know, I mean, like obviously, like when I watch it, I'm trying to like size them up and seeing like where they're going out.
Yes.
Every woman going out within the first 2 obstacles. Like,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
apparently tonight somebody actually makes it, but you know, you have to go to the top of. You do that. You do like another 2 obstacles. Then you do like 2 upper body in a row with some like rope swing and a trampoline jump.
Yes.
And then like a monkey ladder where you're like climbing up a ladder, or the devil's ladder where you're climbing up the ladder.
It's kind of like Wipeout,
and then
but
down, monkey
no
pegs.
one's making fun of you as you fall
and
off
then
these things.
the last thing is that you have to go up a 14-foot warped wall to the top, jump, grab it, climb up.
Yeah.
And that's just like the qualifying round.
Right.
Then you have another round, and then you have the finale is Mount Midoriyama in Vegas.
The heck's that Mount Midoriyama?
Mount Midoriyama
Is?
The show used to take place in Japan.
Ah, okay.
So now it takes place.
Okay, now it all makes sense.
So yeah, so they construct it, and I mean, nobody since the show has come to America, no one's finished it.
Okay, so
so it's like fucking tough. I mean, no one gets past the 3rd round. Only 2 guys have like made it into the 3rd round recently. So you have to be like super fit for it.
Right.
You have to be like crazy upper body strength. You have to have like crazy like fingertip strength. Because like there's one where you have to like climb along like a shelf. Basically, like a wall with like a 2-inch
ledge,
shelf. Yeah, like it's called a cliffhanger ledge.
Okay.
And you have to do that for like 15 feet, then go up to one for like 2 feet or like 5 feet or like something like that, and then down again.
Strength and endurance has little brain power and how to figure these out.
So I'm watching this the other day. It started last week. It's on Monday nights on NBC. Tonight's Dallas qualifying.
Okay.
I can't wait to go home and watch it. I'm thinking, Ming, you need to run this.
I need to run this?
And get like, seriously, I mean, like, you're not going to finish. So
thanks.
So you need to like.
I would love to.
Yeah. So let's do it next year. We have to figure out though, like, I don't know where you have to go. The qualifier for us, for like our region is in Miami.
Oh, okay. That's a little far.
Which like fucking sucks. Like I don't know. There's one in like Venice Beach. There's one in Dallas. Okay. There's one in like the Midwest. There's one in Denver. There's one like Northwest, and then like Miami.
Can't we just do like a mud run or something and see how that goes first?
No, I want you to do this. And apparently, now there's a petition being started online
that we should do it.
Yeah.
All right. If you're in, I'm in. I just don't.
Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm just.
You're not doing it. You're gonna laugh at me.
I'm at the quintuple steps. So are you
I'm
kidding?
not. Just do it.
You got short legs. Yeah, you probably would.
That's the problem. I think people. There's a height advantage.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, definitely the thing is now there are people. There's like the favorites every year. So like Brian Campbell.
Sure.
Evan. The Rocket Dollard. I know all their names. Jesse LaFleur. You know, like they have
Johnny the Body.
Brent Stephenson. You know, like these are the names. But like apparently, like now they all like have opened gyms to like specially train people for this, or have built it in their backyard, like a salmon ladder.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like a salmon ladder. Like people like go out into the woods, nail nails into trees, and like a salmon ladder is where you jump up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So people have like done this, and that's how they train for this. And I'm like, if there's anybody that's like a psychopath that would do this, it's like Ming.
I mean, I do try everything.
So I am challenging you right now.
Oof.
I'm challenging you right now.
Okay.
To go on American Ninja Warrior.
I think we should both do it. Why just me?
I'll do it if you do it.
All right. Okay. Done.
I'll do it if you do it.
Okay.
We'll have to like tweet about it.
All right, man. That means I gotta
figure out like how to try out.
Right.
Because like they don't like put out like a hey, try out for American Ninja Warrior.
They don't? Like how do you qualify?
You have to go to the qualifier, but like I guess like you have to send in a video of you doing shit.
Oh, okay.
Which I mean like we could do.
Yeah.
You know, we could do like a fun video.
Right.
And then like if you don't get on video, you can go and like wait.
Okay.
And like wait online and do it.
Okay.
Like sleep in a tent for 3 days and do it.
All right. Well, maybe, we can use some influence and maybe get ourselves moved up on the list.
Yeah, I'm thinking like because you're famous. We can do that.
I'm gonna have to give up like eating pizza and shit though, like donuts.
We're gonna have to give up beer.
Oh yeah, I can't. Oh man, I don't know. That's a sacrifice.
We don't have to give up beer. We'll just run better.
All right, beer is like a fuel,
a carb,
like a carb. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about hockey.
All right, hockey.
Oh, and like a quick disclaimer, like yes. I actually want to bring this up as a whole thing, but the Mario brothers are not twins. They're Mario brothers.
Why are you? I never thought they were twins. Who
there's like a video online, and
it disseminates this.
Yeah, and it says that they're twins, and that Mario was born a few minutes older than Luigi. No, that's not true.
Super Mario brothers,
not twins, because they look alike.
One is taller and skinnier than the other. He dresses in green.
But apparently, in the first game.
Right.
On like
Mario Brothers,
Nintendo,
yes.
They look the same. The only way you differentiate them is the color.
Right.
So they're like
the
same.
Technology wasn't there to make.
They're definitely not twins. They're brothers. I want the people.
You want to put that on record.
Yeah. I want the people who
who thought they were twins, who is nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, I want that just stated right now.
I never thought they were twins.
General...
One's skinny and lanky, and he's better
exactly.
than the
One
other.
is John Leguizamo.
And he's better than the other.
Yeah.
I always thought Luigi was better.
I always wanted to play with Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Yoshi kicks all their asses, so...
Well, he's like a lizard.
More of like a dragon kind of thing. Lays eggs. Lizard? I don't know if he's a lizard. He's more of like a little dragon thingy, I think. I don't know. Somebody clarify this. I'm not up to snuff on my Super Nintendo history.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm sorry, but Mario Brothers 3, man, that was a good game.
And while we're talking about American Ninja Warrior and training and blah, 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 shout out to Andrew Sampson, who ran a 5K, and apparently he came in 11th out of like his like
age group.
Yeah, his age group. And
I believe this was his first 5K.
Yeah, so like, way to go. That's awesome.
Dude, Andrew Sampson, you're the man.
You are the man.
Keep going.
Let's drink some
Yes.
balls for Andrew.
This is some ball beer for you, dude.
Are you still on your? I'm like almost done. How am I drinking this quicker than you?
It's like I haven't really eaten today, and this is 7.5%.
I'm just saying, like I'm really enjoying.
I'm kind
balls
of feeling
over
it
here.
right now.
Oh dear.
And I'm not.
So hockey.
Yes.
We have like a solid 20 minutes left to talk about hockey.
Let's start with Rangers, Canadians. You called it.
I did. I mean, I called it.
You went on record saying Rangers in 6. I scoffed.
I fucking called that. Dude, no one was as shocked as me when that happened.
Scoffed at this. I thought the Canadians were going to freaking roll over. Listen.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Price was out.
Okay. Well, this is before Price was out. Honestly, I thought any team that could take down Boston was going to go all the way. Now, you agree with me?
I agree with that. I actually agree with that. But then Price went out, and that changed a lot.
It changes.
It
changes a lot.
Changed a lot.
Yes.
Not that I'm saying he holds up their team, because honestly, I think PK Subban kind of holds up their team.
Absolutely. Gianta.
I'm also going to say this about the Habs. I felt like they got a little fucking punk nasty when they were playing the Rangers. Like PK Subban, I have the utmost respect for him as a player.
Did he squirt water at somebody again?
I don't know what he did. Like he was playing like a fucking goon. Like you're PK Subban, shut the hell up.
Right.
Like I don't know. I was just kind of getting
it's the playoffs.
I know.
Because it's the playoffs.
But I was just kind of I really thought they were a little better than that.
Okay.
So Rangers over the Habs in 6.
All right.
No one was as shocked as me that I was right.
Really?
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Now, yes, Carey Price out for the series.
Yes,
so that diminishes.
That definitely.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That definitely sucks. I get. What are you going to do? I
mean, I think the Habs held their own.
They did. But these playoffs, it comes down to goaltending. Let's be honest.
It does. It really
does.
Almost
always.
It does. Almost always.
The Devils, 95, 2000, 2003, freaking Brodeur, man.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, not even for the most part. Yes, it's Brodeur.
Yeah.
He stepped up. Devils, Kings a couple years ago was quick, man. He was a freaking wall.
Yeah.
And Marty was not the wall, so.
Yep. I mean, it definitely comes down. I think that the Rangers did step up.
They did. They're fast. Man.
I think that the Rangers have actually stepped up quite a bit. Man? I think that they've stepped up quite a bit, and we'll get into that in a second when we're talking about
dude. If they win the cup, it's going to be a very long year for me.
Now, as a Devils fan, every single one of my Devils friends on Facebook last night was like, "Worst series ever," because it's the Kings versus the Devils or the Rangers.
I disagree with that. Okay, it's a freaking classic East Coast West Coast battle right there. There you go. Why is that bad? It's not. I know. I disagree with that. I think it's I think it's good. It'll be good. Now, I would have rather been Kings Canadians, but hey.
I'm actually happy the Rangers are there.
Well, you called it, so.
I did call it, and I'm happy I called it.
Why? Well, you have a lot of Ranger friends.
I do have a lot of Ranger friends. My best friend is a Ranger fan.
Yeah.
And.
My best friend is not a Ranger fan, so.
And
I could care less.
His, not that I generally speaking, I want the team that plays the best to win.
Sure.
I'm not saying that and we'll get into all the stories.
Out of the whole year, you mean?
We'll get into, in the playoffs. Okay. In the playoffs. Or even in the finals. The round that you're in, if you're playing the best, you should be winning it, you know? So, I want the Rangers to win for a lot of not play reasons, which we'll get into. And one of the reasons is my best friend in the world.
Okay.
Love him to pieces.
Okay.
He's a Rangers fan, and he's a Manchester City fan, so we have that.
Yes,
and we won that.
Yes.
And I'm actually a little resentful that he has the chance to get both. That kind of angers me a little bit. But his dad died about 5 months ago.
Oh, okay. His dad was also a Rangers.
Yeah, his dad was a Rangers fan, and his dad died. And I'm not saying that it makes it better.
It's not like they haven't won in like 94 years. They won in 20 years ago.
I know, but I'm not saying it makes it better. But when I look at my best friend and I see the struggle that he's gone through in the past few months, I just like my head, I'm like, man, if the Rangers could just win to make him happy for like even like a second.
I can't do it, man.
Even a second. Like let him take it.
It's going to be a really shitty year if the Rangers win.
And here are the other stories. I mean, obviously I've talked about St. Louis. His mother dies.
Yes.
He like is carrying this team. Like the team is with him there.
He's playing good because he wants to play good right now.
But I mean, like he scores on Mother's Day. You know, his mother dies. He plays.
He did that because he wanted to do it.
The entire team, though, is there with him. Moore, his wife, took a year off to like watch her die. Right. The entire team is fighting with him. Okay, I would even go as far as to say Vigneault, who couldn't win it with the Canucks, and he goes to the fucking Rangers, this like motley crew of fucking guys with all these like disaster stories, and suddenly he's saying fuck you to the Canucks, I'm doing it this year, and it's another way of saying like screw you, we beat you 20 years ago and I'm beating you again right now. I think the stories are there for it.
I mean, the only positive I see in this is like Tortorella sitting back. He's like, "What the fuck, man?" The only positive I can see.
Can we drink some testicles to Torts?
To what's it? Unemployed Torts. Unemployed Torts on Twitter. Yes,
unemployed Torts.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. All right, so
then the Kings game last night. Well, the Kings series.
Amazing series.
And like, honestly, I hate the Blackhawks, obviously. I've said that.
Yes, you've gone on record as saying that multiple
times. Whoever won last night, I would have been happy because they like earned it. That game was like what you expect playoff hockey to look like every game.
Yes.
That was like the poster child for good Stanley Cup hockey.
I loved it. Hawks go up 2-0 in the first period and you'd think, all right, it's over.
Well, see, that was the problem. And I said it to Zachary Keller. Yes. I said it to him. I was like, you better hope in game 7 that the Hawks don't go up.
Right.
Because when the Kings have to come from behind, bam, they could do it.
Especially at game 7.
Yeah, especially at game 7. I don't care if Chicago is better at home. The Kings are better in a game 7 when they're coming from behind, which they were.
Yeah. And it happened. Although, if you look at the tape, about 3.5 minutes in the first period, Kings score their first goal. If you rewind it a little bit, they were offsides. There was an offsides call. The offsides call that wasn't called. No, I'm just saying.
You cheap playing a sideline ref.
If you look back, they were clearly offsides. Did it affect the game?
No.
I don't know. Maybe. It might have.
Maybe.
It might have. For me, the game came down to the overtime, though.
Yeah, and the overtime was
and the
amazing.
Third period when the Kings tied it up.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, they started playing, but you know what? I'm going to say this: the Kings looked tired.
Yeah,
the third period they tied it up, and like I felt like a little bit of the steam left when they tied it up. Like they knew that they got there. All they had to do was get one more, possibly drag it into overtime when they had a break. Like they've been fighting every game, like 21 games now, fighting from behind pretty much the entire time.
Right. Yeah,
they're tired.
They are tired.
They're tired.
They're tired. A lot of game 7s. A lot of game 7s. And can they be fresh enough to face the Rangers who are very fast,
well rested, haven't played as hard a series as they just got out of.
I agree with that. So
what's my call?
Your prediction. You've been right so far, almost every time.
God,
so far.
I feel like I'm betting with my heart.
Except
on
for
this
the Bruins, you've been right, almost wrong.
I bet with my heart on the Bruins when I really should have just said the Habs.
I know they're wrong.
I feel like I'm betting with my heart again, but I'm really hoping I'm right. I'm going to call the Rangers in 6.
6?
Rangers in 6. Had they been playing the Blackhawks, I would have said Rangers in 7. I feel like LA's a little too tired for 7 games.
Yeah.
I feel like the Rangers can close out in 6. I feel like they have a lot that they're fighting for. I feel like that as a team for once in 20 years now, they're playing as a team. I feel like I've never seen the Rangers look this good and look this unscummy. Like, I really just don't hate them. Right. I don't mind them.
Yeah.
I actually, either team that wins, I don't mind. Obviously, we all know for Matthew Perry.
Right. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be a very, very long year.
It's you know, my soccer team won, so I'm happy.
You don't care.
Yeah, my soccer team won. I still got bragging rights.
You got a horse in this race. Who's the Bruins' rival?
They have a
Montreal?
few. I would say Montreal's their biggest one.
All right. But it's not like a freaking blood rivalry.
No.
Not like Devils Rangers.
No.
Or Devils Flyers.
Yeah, no. For you, it's definitely going to be rough.
It's going to suck, man.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, God.
But I'm calling Rangers and 6. That's my call. My official mark it down.
Okay.
Sign it with blood.
Okay.
I've been really amazing. Remember a few years ago that like squid that was calling all like the playoff games
I remember that, yes.
For like football or something?
I remember that, yes.
Yeah, I'm like that squid.
You're the squid.
I'm the
squid. You should start your own sports book.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know if
You should. Well, you know, we'll run it out of the store here.
And we'll bet on Brian Johnson as well.
Yes. I have familiar with sports books. My brother used to work at a comic book sports card store. And his boss used to run a sports book in the back.
So wait, your brother used to work at a comic book store?
He did.
And you kind of work in a comic book store?
I do.
That's like weird, right?
Not really. It was more of a sports card store, but mainly they didn't sell anything because it was a front for a bookie. For his boss was a bookie. Yeah, I remember his.
Wait, side note: my dad's leaving for Florida tomorrow. I had no idea. My mother just sent me a text message. Oh. Dad's leaving for Florida tomorrow. Actually, 3:30 in the morning. You might want to call and wish him well. I'm like, okay. Why is he going to Florida?
All right, you're very close to their family, I see.
Yeah, you know.
You communicate. All right, that's cool.
We talk.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
It's like weird.
Yeah, so my brother, he worked for, it was a comic book and sports card store that nobody ever went to, but they managed to stay in business somehow, and that's because his boss ran a illegal sports book. And the way I know this is because I placed bets with him for a very small period until I got cleaned out one weekend. I bet on a college.
Did he come to you with like a shotgun and like?
No, my brother was the go-between. Now I bet on a college football game that came down to the last play. I was all excited. I was about to win, and the opposing team blocked a punt and ran it back for a touchdown. So I lost. I was like, all right, that's
how much money did you lose?
$2, $200. When I didn't have $200 to lose, really. So to make up for that, I bet on another game, on a Monday Night Football game. After that college football game, I lost that one as well.
So how much were you up to?
So it was $400. I was down, plus the VIG. You familiar with the VIG?
No.
If you lose, you have to pay 10% over what you bet.
Okay.
That's how bookies make money.
Yeah.
So $440 that I didn't really have. I had to kind of scrape it together, and I have not. Well, I didn't bet on sports after that until I bet against Tim Tebow, and there was a Denver Broncos playoff game a couple of years ago that I bet against Tebow.
I remember it.
Broncos Pittsburgh.
I would have bet against Tebow.
I also called my brother for that, and he found me another source for that. I lost that one, not as much. I lost $100 on that one. I will never bet on sports again.
But there you go.
I will never bet on sports again.
There you go. A happy
bad.
convert over here.
It was weird. That Tebow game crushed me. Like, I was dazed for like a week.
You know, I just fucking hate Tebow, so it's... Yeah.
It was like, I thought for sure they were going to lose. And then he had this miraculous game. Remember that year? Mm-hmm. This freaking miraculous game where they won.
Yeah, I remember.
Where's fucking Tebow now?
Yeah, exactly. I hate him because he was a show off for the fucking cameras.
Yes.
And... like, coaches don't want that on their team.
No.
No one wants an ego on their team.
No. So don't. Oh God. No more
sports betting.
No more sports betting.
No more.
What I am a little worried about when we go to Niagara Falls, our hotel is located right across the street from a casino.
So you're gonna spend a lot of money.
I'm not betting anymore.
Hashtag pray for Debbie's mortgage.
Yes. Well, maybe I'll play some Hold'em. No Hold'em. No Hold'em. Maybe I'll play some blackjack.
Play some slots like an old woman.
No, slots are for kids.
Slots are for kids?
Slots are for kids.
You can't even go to a casino if you're a kid.
Well, slots are for old women then. For geriatrics.
My mother plays slots.
Okay, well, is she older? An older woman, perhaps? Well, she couldn't be because you're really young.
I'm not young.
I'm probably closer in age to your mother than I am to you. It's really mildly inappropriate.
Yeah, no, you actually are, because I know somebody else who is really closer to my...
Am I? That's really bad. This is inappropriate then.
Yeah, maybe you should podcast with my mother.
That would be interesting.
That wouldn't be fun. I mean, I can call her up on speakerphone right now.
That'd be interesting. I am trying to, I guess, soliciting for an ad for us, which means we get paid.
Okay.
And I got a query today from I guess I'm kind of giving them a free ad, but I want to kind of show them what we could do, how we could increase their business. There's a company out there called Chameleon Cold Brew. It's cold brew coffee, which we both love.
Ah.
Now, I'm a coffee connoisseur, as are you.
Do you have like a script that we have to read?
I do not. Not until they actually pay.
Oh. So we're just going to pimp them out for free.
Well, no.
And then they're not going to pay.
No, I want to show them how we can increase their business.
So So like go check them out because we're both poor. I sell pants.
You sell what you do?
I sell yoga pants.
You do sell pants.
But my company is fantastic.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's not the shitty one.
No, it's not. It's nothing shitty about anything. But there's a company called Chameleon Cold Brew. They do cold brew coffee. Now, you know when you go to Starbucks and you ask for iced coffee, you know what they do? They pour
put hot coffee
over ice.
Yeah.
That's
well,
all
they don't
bitter.
pour hot coffee over ice. They take hot coffee, they make it, and they put it in a fridge.
Okay.
So it gets like stale.
Right.
And then they give it to you and they pour it
sucks.
over ice.
It
Yeah,
tastes
it's
bitter.
fucking bad.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah.
You want good cold brew? You got to actually cold brew the coffee, like not heat it up.
Yeah, so that it never touches hot water.
You know why Starbucks doesn't do it? Because it takes 12 hours.
Yep.
They don't want to mess with that shit. But you know who does care about it?
Chameleon Cold Brew.
And my man Steve Williams, who's the co-founder.
Steve Williams.
Yes. Now, this is good shit, although I haven't tasted it yet. I can assume it's good shit.
Well, it's coffee. It's probably good.
You know what you do? Now, you know what I do? I mix it with milk and simple syrup, and it's freaking amazing.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to get Steve to send us some. Steve.
Okay, yeah, Steve,
will you send us some Chameleon Cold Brew? Because
send us some.
Listen, we are serious about it. We're not just some freaking fly by night. We're not just saying this because we're saying this. We love coffee.
We do.
We've talked about coffee. You have worked for a coffee company.
I've worked for a shitty coffee company. I would love to try your better coffee.
They're not shitty. Now they wronged you, which
they're slave drivers.
Which they wronged you.
Don't take their side.
I'm not taking their side. I'm just saying their coffee is really good.
Stop it.
Okay, all right. Well, all right. They do 3 flavors.
Throw testicle pussy at you.
Tentacle pussy. Tentacle kitty.
Testicle pussy.
Hello.
Testicle pussy.
Yes, tentacle kitty. They do 3 flavors. They do black coffee, which is straight up. They do a mocha.
Straight up.
And they do a vanilla.
If you're really gonna love
now,
me forever.
Steve, we want to advertise for you.
We do.
We want to increase your sales. We want
do.
to sell you some coffee. We will give you an extra special rate for this. How about that? Cut rate. Live advertising.
Fuck yeah.
And we love you so much that we're doing it for freaking free right now. So
yeah, we love you so much.
Go to chameleoncoldbrew.com. Order some cold brew coffee.
Just do it.
Just do it. And we need some cold brew coffee. So.
We need some money. That's actually more so what we need.
I would rather just sell for the coffee.
Yeah, actually no. But let's not like make a deal so that we're like doing this for coffee.
No, minimal amount. Like cut rate advertising. It's almost free, but it's not because Sam Q needs to pay her rent.
I'm paying rent. That's news to me.
Yes, Chameleon Cold.
I'm paying rent.
Everybody. Yes.
Apparently, Dan Dreckman just sent a picture of what he's drinking after work.
What are you drinking?
Good for him because we're drinking testicles.
We are, and you were drinking Ambergeddon, which is I assume is an amber beer. It's so good that you would drink it before the end of the world.
Nice. Yeah. There you go.
I love it.
There you go.
I want to ask you a real quick question while we have a few minutes left.
Okay.
I read an article about a woman, I think it was on Yahoo, and she was kind of saying that she is being constantly sexually harassed while in public. She was saying that she was walking the streets in New York and dude rode up behind her in a bicycle and rode up and slapped her in the ass. And even when she goes out at night, she has a whole protocol with her friends where when she gets home, she texts all of them, making sure that she's okay. And like how
she's a psychopath.
And she was saying this happens on a daily basis, and it's kind of making life hard for her. And I felt bad for her, but I wanted to ask you, as a young woman, as you go out.
So when I'm like running, people honk at me. When I'm biking, I've recently started like biking everywhere I go because I'm trying to be like super health conscious. I get people like honking at
attention?
me. Yeah, no, I mean I get attention, but like it's not to the point where I need to like text people when I go out.
Right. It doesn't ruin. I
feel like she's just like kind of bitchy.
I mean,
like, okay, if she said somebody like came up behind her and slapped her ass, that's like definitely like sexual harassment because you're like touching.
You could like get arrested for that.
I'm like 100% sure that probably didn't happen like that.
Okay.
I mean, not that I'm calling her like you know.
But I was wondering, I have you in front of me now. You're a young woman.
I'm not that young.
All right, but attractive.
Hell yeah.
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 You're out and about in the world.
Yeah.
You leave your house. You go out.
I mean, like I go running.
Running is like,
and people always honk at me when I'm running, and it's like fucking annoying because I'm like, oh yeah, like aren't you fucking cool?
Yeah.
And I thought that like I recently started like biking around places,
right.
so I'll bike to the grocery store, or I'll bike like wherever I need to go, so I'm not using my car as much because I'm poor. It really isn't about the earth at all. It's just I'm trying to save gas.
Okay. All right. Which is good. You're being green.
Yeah, no, I'm totally being green, but selfishly. And like even when I'm biking, like people will honk at me, and I was like, really? Like I thought it was like maybe you could see my ass when I'm running, like the way it's like moving in my shorts or something. But like
left, right,
yeah,
left, right,
yeah, exactly.
Left, right.
Apparently, no, it's just like somebody's on the side of the road. I'm gonna honk at them.
Okay.
I mean, I've definitely gotten people like whistle at me before. I've definitely gotten like people
wolf whistles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like all kinds of whistles. Like I've gotten that before. I've gotten like people like say things to me, but like never in like a million years would I be like, oh my God, I need to really complain about it.
Okay, so it doesn't affect your life.
Yeah, I mean, I was at work today. I was saying like I was at work today, and some woman was like, I was trying to obviously sell her pants,
right?
And she was like, well, you have like a model's legs, and I was like, I'm not gonna take offense to that.
Oh yeah,
like,
you got a compliment at work?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. All right, nice.
Yeah, like
you're selling those pants.
Fuck yeah,
nice. All
That's
right.
why they hired me. I know what people need.
I thought they hired you for your stunning personality, and I thought it
was for my insider information.
Okay, well, I won't talk about that, but I guess it doesn't hurt.
Oh yeah,
your overall figure.
I like the way you're holding testicle pussy like really close to your chest.
Yeah,
like really, you're like clutching
testicle kitty.
Testicle pussy.
Testicle kitty. I love this thing.
Testicle pussy.
Testicle pussy.
Yeah.
Isn't that an oxymoron? So you're saying you don't, you've been whistled at.
Yeah, it's not like something, I mean, like, it's like mildly annoying, but I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Like, she's not the only woman in the world, like, struggling through this. And, I mean, like, there are probably people who are actually really being sexually harassed that aren't speaking about it. And people who are being, like, abused emotionally, sexually, physically, that aren't speaking about it. So maybe we need to hear those stories before we worry about this woman who goes out drinking with her girlfriends and has to text them the minute she gets home.
Right.
That was mean. I'm sorry. Okay. I realized that was heartless.
No, it's not heartless. I just wanted to see. I wanted some perspective on that.
Yeah, I feel like she's just kind of being a bitch about it.
All right.
Like, oh God, I'm beautiful and people love me.
Okay. All right. That's
like I said, if you really touched her, well, like somebody on a bike. Yeah, that sucks.
But you know what? He rode away.
Well, yeah, he rode away. I mean, like, but that probably happened once. If it did happen, not that I'm saying it didn't.
I believe it happened. I know that there's.
I mean, like, I don't know.
That's
like,
very forward, though.
In New York, though, like, what was she walking on the street?
It's not, or through like a park or something. Sure.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I just like I'm thinking about like New York, and I'm like, people who are biking in New York are usually worried about the fucking road.
You're right. Right. They're worried about where they're going to and cars. And
yeah, like trying to get there in time. Yeah, I don't know.
Has that ever happened to you where some dude just like grabbed your ass or anything?
Yeah, I believe we talked about how I was sexually harassed at my job where he grabbed me. Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like I didn't press charges. I didn't make a big deal. Right. I mean, like I harbor some like really weird resentment toward libraries and like basements, but like I didn't make a big deal about it. I worked the rest of the day. I went into work the next day, and my boss came to me like 5 days later, like, "Oh, I heard what happened." I was like,
5 days later. Yeah, that was 5 days ago.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I mean, maybe I just don't make a big deal about things. I don't know.
No, I think if some dude rode by on a bike and slapped your ass, I think you would push him over and start.
Yeah, like I think I would like kick his wheel or something and like knock him off.
Start kicking him in the nuts. Oh, yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah, well,
just like
I was just saying, I'll walk on the sidewalk if you want to bike by. I'll like kick you in the nuts.
I'm not grabbing your ass. No, that's inappropriate.
Wildly inappropriate. Hashtag pray for Debbie.
Yes. No, I'm not doing anything without consent.
Without consent.
Yes.
So we have all this beer that we didn't drink.
We'll get to the DR14 next week.
Yeah, we can.
I'll tell you all about my adventures with all four of us in Niagara Falls.
We'll save this other beer.
Oh yeah, so this is from our friend Stinkin' Ink on Twitter.
Yeah, somebody was tweeting us before about
Chive beer.
Chive beer.
The Chive is a website.
The Chive website beer.
Humor website. Yes, and they came out with their own beer.
So we'll drink that next week too.
We will.
Let's get trash next week.
We will. Her name is actually, I think, Jessica. Jess.
Jess.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jess.
And Stinking Ink.
Yeah. So we'll do that. Are you here on Monday?
I will be driving back early that morning. Like I'll literally be off the road, and then we do this.
Okay. So you'll be like a wild man.
I'll be a little loopy. Is that
Yeah. No.
I'm no stranger to that though.
Yeah. No. Loopy's fine. Loopy's fine.
Be a little like.
I love the way you're holding testicle pussy over there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, be cool. We might get some beer in Canada. Maybe someone will bring us some beer.
Yeah, bring Ming some beer. We're apparently like backlogged on it right now, but we spent an entire episode drinking one can of.
This is some strong shit, man.
Ball beer.
It's good. It is good though. Stan the man. Thank you.
It's got a chewy aftertaste, but it's there.
Stan the man.
Yeah, no, it's good beer.
My hope is that we actually get out to Colorado, like Denver, one day, and
you want to see them make this?
No, but we get.
I'm not. You're not eating testicles. Really? Absolutely,
they're like deep fried with cocktail sauces.
Yeah, no, absolutely really not. I don't even eat like calamari because it's chewy.
Because it's like bull ass or pig ass or whatever.
Calamari is squid.
No, it's not. It's actually like they use anus.
No, they don't.
They do. Look it up. I'm not kidding. They use.
Oh my god!
It's like pig anus. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Don't eat calamari. Well, or eat it. Just eat the tentacle part though. Like tentacle kitty.
Like tentacle pussy. Testicle pussy.
Testicle pussy.
So.
All right.
Hashtag mayonnaise and leather couches.
Yes.
Hashtag testicle pussy. I feel like we have a lot to go with this week.
And also
Rags and Six.
Oh God, no.
What?
I don't. God.
Oh yeah.
Please.
I mean, what are you calling Kings and
7?
Okay.
Kings and 7, and the Kings are well known for taking the game 7. So that's yes.
Yeah.
Double overtime. It's going to be a great game.
Oh, you're calling like a double overtime now too?
Double overtime.
So Ming is being really specific.
Yes,
it's going to be double overtime in Game 7. Like Anze Kopitar is going to score.
Yes, he is.
And that's going to be it.
Anze Kopitar is the man.
Yeah.
He's even got a cool name.
Yeah, it's my second favorite name in hockey.
Who's your first?
Milan Lucic.
Not Dustin Bufflin?
No.
Or...
I've always liked Milan Lucic. It sounds fancier than he is.
Or Zach Parisi.
I don't like Zach Parisi. That's like boring.
Or Danya Zubris. That's a cool name.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Dion Phaneuf was good.
Dion Phaneuf.
Dion Phaneuf. It sounds like something you would do to a pillow. Like, hey babe, Phaneuf the pillow.
Phaneuf my pillow for me.
Yeah,
Phaneuf my pillow.
Phaneuf my pillow before I get in bed.
Yeah, Patrick Eliash.
No, it's not cool.
That is a cool name.
I don't know. What are your favorite?
My favorite names?
No. People listening. What are your favorite names? Tweet
People
us.
Listening? Oh, yeah. Tweet us your favorite hockey name. Yes.
Cocky?
No, hockey.
Hockey.
Your favorite hockey name.
Hockey.
Tweet it in.
Tweet it in.
As long as it's not Jonathan Taze or Patrick Kane. We're good.
Or Patrick Sharp. Or anybody else.
Anze Kopitar, definitely a cool name.
Anze Kopitar is good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening,
Until
everybody.
Next week.
Come to Niagara Falls and keep listening to the S&M show with me and Sam Quinton. And until next week, my friends.
Until next week.
My name is Ming Chen.
My name is Samantha Quintus.
And
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, all right. Talk to you next week.
Goodbye.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio.